Well, last night was a very special occasion here in Ōtepoti, Dunedin, as the Dunedin Thunder and the Botany Swarm held a charity event here for Heart Kids New Zealand. And what a night it was, with over $5,000 raised for Heart Kids New Zealand, and the home crowd team getting it done with a big 7-4 victory. Tēnā koutou katoa, nō mai, haere mai. Welcome to the Dunedin Ice Stadium in sunny, beautiful Ōtepoti, Dunedin. My name's Matt Whiffen, and I will be joined tonight by Michael Steitley, but he has a very special assignment for us coming up in just a few moments. Let's talk about last night's game. A very back and forth, exciting game. Lots of goals scored, 12 in total. Botany Swarm really came to town and put the pressure on the home team that's looking to push for a home place semi-final. Botany Swarm, of course, fighting for that last place in the playoffs. Big night here, and the Swarm came out firing with a 2-goal lead early in the first period, but they poked the bear, and the Thunder came out solid in the second half of the first period with 4 goals in 3.5 minutes. Huge outcome for them. Puts them into second place on the table. And if they can get a win here tonight, putting all the pressure back on the Pure New Zealand Admirals when they face off against the Stampede next week. For the Swarm, they want to get another, they got another chance to get a W here tonight. If they could get that win here, they can put themselves ahead of the Red Devils and then see what happens up in Christchurch as the Stampede play the Red Devils tonight. We can get the latest score for you very shortly. Moments away from puck drop here in Ōtepoti, Dunedin. Thunder back wearing the usual green. We can see the starting lineups there for the Botany Swarm. Rudolf Slapsa, Dima Koptev, Ivan Dalmatal, starting forwards. Nathan Huffnagel and Luke Simon on defence, and Connor Parr in the net for the Botany Swarm. Joe Orr, Chris Eden and Rain Walsh starting out for the Thunder up front. Lloyd Zell and Morgan Blair, after a 2-goal effort last night, one of them an empty net goal, back on defence. And James Moore on the list there. I think that may or may not be correct. I think Toby was given the nod to get the start, so we'll check that as the start of the game progresses. But as I said, Michael Steitley will be joining me, but just for the moment he's down at ice level. Special occasion. We've got a couple of milestones tonight to recognise. Number one, a huge part of the Thunder community, Thunder team, Regan Wilson, will be celebrating his 200th game. A massive achievement. Takes many years to get to 200 games in this league, with a minimum of at least 16 if you play the whole season. And Adam Steitley, of course, former Thunder player, now Swarm player. Adam Steitley, Michael Steitley's son, so he'll be down there, proud father, presenting an award to Adam Steitley. So teams gather at mid-ice to celebrate these two players. So good evening, Thunder fans. Tonight we celebrate someone who's been part of this club since day one. Regan Wilson becomes one of the few players to reach 200 NZIHL games, and that's an incredible achievement. Regan has always led by example. He's never chased the spotlight, but he's earned the respect of every teammate, coach and supporter through his commitment, loyalty and the way he carries himself. Whether he's protecting his teammates on the ice or serving our community as a New Zealand police dog handler, Regan represents everything this club stands for. Reggie, on behalf of everyone at the Dunedin Thunder, congratulations on 200 games. Thank you for everything you've given this club. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our captain, number 19, Regan Wilson. And there he is with his child, Oakley, and wife, Megan Kleagle, who does a great job with Thunder as well. Jodie Lewis and David Richards, part of the Thunder Club and Dunedin Ice Hockey Club. Coach Guillaume joining as well. Graham Darling at the back, manager of the Dunedin Thunder. Great moment there And what an achievement. And for tonight, also, as I mentioned, Adam Stitley also celebrating another milestone. Adam Stitley has reached 100 NZIHL games. He has never been the loudest voice in the room, but he's always been one of the steadiest. Intelligent, calm and dependable, he's the kind of teammate every club needs and every coach trusts. While he's now proudly wearing the colours of the Botany Swarm, he'll always have a special place in the hearts of the Thunder faithful. Congratulations, Adam, on reaching 100 NZIHL games. From everyone in Dunedin, we're proud of you and wish you all the best. Get out of the shot, Graham. There we go. Great stuff. Really good moments. Great memories on the ice. And as Michael will attest, watching your children grow up, coming through the age groups, you're super proud of them no matter what they do. But to reach 100 NZIHL games is something pretty special. Teams will do the final preparations down in front of the goalkeepers. I'm just looking down towards the Thunder end to see if I can spot. I believe it is Toby Shook in the net. Puck drop on game 2 in the NZIHL. Underway in a moment. Last home game for the Thunder in the regular season. Get a win tonight, put themselves in a really strong position to get a home semi. Swarm fighting tooth and nail for that last spot on the table to give themselves a chance. Michael Stitley has run across the rink and joining me up here tonight. Here he is. Game underway. Joe Wars fired that around the puck, and Rain Walsh will put some pressure on Luke Simon. Swarm don't get it out. Back down the boards. Poked away by the Swarm, and they'll move it through the neutral zone. Swarm had a really good start last night, getting to a 2-0 lead. Can they come out strong here tonight? Welcome to the booth, Michael.
Thank you, Matt.
He must have ran off. Turnover in the middle of the ice. Bigstead scores! Less than a minute in. Bigstead lights the lamp and the crowd go crazy.
Oh, he made him pay for that turnover.
That's just a bad turnover in the middle of the ice. You can't do that on any ice to anyone, and especially Cole Bigstead.
He tickled the twine on that one and just put it right in the back of the net. Connor Parr had no chance on that one.
Wonderful moments down on ice there, Michael. Good to see the celebrations of last night continuing tonight with the 200th game for Regan Wilson and Adam Stitley, his 100th game. It was a while ago now, but it's nice to recognise it on his original home ice.
And 200 games is an incredible milestone for Regan Wilson. He's been such a stalwart of the Thunder for a very long time. Very reliable teammate.
Oh, nice chance in front for the Swarm there. Wimmer getting down and getting involved. Bigstead trying to get it down low. Stegman's there to the point for Hurring. Puts it down into the corner. Ortis had a great game last night. Fighting for the puck on 2 Swarm players. They take the puck away. Boniface making a nuisance of himself.
That was a good defensive play.
Stegman on 2 defensemen. They get a pass. Hopkinson up the right hand side. Gets it in deep. Swarm will have a change. Barry's pass misses everyone. It's going to go down for icing. I think he looked up and saw some players on the ice, but they were on the change, so they were gone by the time the puck reached them.
Not allowed to get fresh legs on the ice after an icing as part of the penalty. discussions over who the proper participants are supposed to be. If you don't willingly send the right person back out, the referees will sometimes choose to not to your liking. You know, send out all forwards or something like that. For an extra goalie.
Extra goalie, yeah. Put James Moore at centre. Nice shot there from Hopkinson. Had a strong game last night as well, did Hopkinson. He's lost his footing there though and turned it over. And Thunder out through the neutral zone. That one tipped in by Lachlan Boniface. Lachlan Boniface might be playing forward, back. I'm not sure what he's doing out there at the moment. He looks like he might be playing as a forward tonight. Interesting.
He was up on the rush where he wouldn't have been as a D.
Yeah, it looks like Tristan Darling may have been moved
D.
back to defence. Interesting move by Coach Guillaume Leclanche there. Tristan Darling, traditionally a defenceman but playing forward this year. Regan Wilson moves it up to Ryan Walsh. Lost it momentarily at his feet, but he gets it in deep. Regan Wilson in there, going hard into the boards. Back to the point for Darling. Trying to throw it in. Or across, finds Walsh. He's trying to tuck it in, and Connor Parr puts his glove down. And we get a whistle.
You had to say no there. That was a good scoring chance. You don't want people taking shots that close to your goalie.
Ryan Walsh had a great night last night. Had a couple of opportunities in closest driving to the net. He might have been a little bit lucky with a couple of goals. He knocked the goalie's helmet off last night, and the goal that was allowed. And he himself said after the game that he felt a little bit lucky that one was awarded.
And there was another one where James Moore's glove came off, and they whistled that one dead when Swarm had the puck. So those are two interesting calls. So you don't stop play when a helmet's off, but you do when a glove is off. So you think if you're going to whistle one, you should whistle the other. But a goal's a goal, and
yeah, you're happy with that.
And they count.
When they start pointing at that net, you're pretty happy with it. Rebound out in front, Swarm there together and move it up ice. Dalmatau floats one to the middle. Lloyd Saldo picks it up. Got a player draped all over him. Turns it over. There's a shot. Running to the pads of Shooks in behind. Oh, this shot is goal. Koptev in front.
Koptev from Dalmatau. They just kept on the puck. They outworked the Thunder there.
I think the Thunder defensemen did not know where the puck was at their feet. Just in the air. They're looking for it. And then the back pass to the front. Koptev all alone.
Nice play to tuck that in, to be aware the puck was coming. You always didn't know where it was.
Wow.
That's bad when your defenseman doesn't know where it was. The referee will sometimes point to it in the net and show you.
Yeah.
They're very helpful in that regard.
Yeah, by then it's too late though, isn't it, Michael? It's way too late then if you're a defenseman.
Somebody's fans are cheering.
Swarm head back. It's 1-0 here. 4 minutes into the first period. Swarm turn it over to Rout. Rout finds Barry. Barry drives, goes to the front of the net, takes a shot. It's loose in front. Where's the puck? It's still loose. It's out behind the nets and comes out for the Swarm. He put it off the glass.
Little
kicked in by Stegman.
Double toil and trouble in front of the net there.
Will Barry is hunting for his first goal of the season. He was that close last night.
He's been close multiple times this season. He's playing really well, and just not being able to tickle the twine with it. It's going to happen for him, though. If he keeps playing as well as he's playing, it will go in.
Ryan Walsh had a shot there that might have gone wide. On a line there with Chris Eden and Joe Waugh.
And Michael Atwell just took down some of the sponsor placards over along the boards with his hit.
They're not secured that well over there. Trying to tuck it in, hurrying, playing down low. Shot from the point. Big deflection comes out to the near side for Joe Waugh. Back to the point. Shot and behind the net. Eden picks it up. Trying to play it to himself. Back in the corner. Walsh finds Orr. Back to Wilson. Across to Darling. One-time shot. It's loose.
Oh, good shot. What a shot.
Darling. A nice play. Regan Wilson right across the blue paint to Tristan Darling.
It's one time that banked off the goalie and in the net it goes.
I got a feeling that may have been going slightly wide, but it came off the inside of Connor's blocker. Yeah, I think it might have been going wide.
It's going to be close. It's hard when you're moving to make that call on the geometry.
That's right. You got to try and get across and just get something on it. You're hoping.
But for young players, pucks on net or toward net can go in.
Thunder restore their 1-goal lead. 5.5 gone. We've had 3 goals. Are we in store for another barn burner like last night's 12-goal effort? Hurrying. His shot is blocked.
It's a collision there with the goalie. Looked like it was initiated by the defender on the Thunder forward. Yeah, with this many goals, I sure hope those are LED lights in the goal lights. We're going to be using a lot of power.
Well, they're thankfully not old school bulbs that'll burst with the overuse. The LEDs. Long life on those ones. Stegman on the side of the net. Nice. Finds Orders a shot.
Oh, it was close.
Man, that one deflected just over the top of Conopar and behind the net. Kept in by the Thunder.
Those deflections are nightmares for goalies. You do have nightmares about stuff like that.
Big Stead leaves it for Orders. Driving to the net, loose puck. Oh, Joe Ward gets a pass from Wheaton Orders and he scores. And it is a deluge of goals here.
And that's a play that's all Ian Otis. He just skated in hard with good control of the puck, throws it in front to an open Joe Warren, and in the net it goes. How well is Ian Otis playing? It's good to see Joe Warren on the scoreboard, a grizzled Thunder veteran.
Ian Orders, I think he had a slow start to the season, but he has been on fire lately. And Luke Simon was out of position there. He's not happy. But Joe Warren in the paint, slams it into the back of the net. Thunder have a 2-goal lead, 6.5 gone.
Out shooting 10-3 too, so they're really dominating puck possession, shots, positioning. They've come out on fire.
They've come out all right with fire in their belly. Last night was only the 3rd time in the season that they've been outshot by a team. Only the Stampede and Admirals had managed it up until last night, but the Swarm came out hard. It's a pass that was kept onside by Thula. Thula can't get around Morgan Blair. Lapsa trying to win the puck away from Loisel. Loisel fighting off the back check. Gets through. Up the middle. Shoots. Scores! Loisel! Coast to coast.
Oh my goodness.
This is like last night, round 2.
That's just a dangerous shot. There's a whole lot of net when you're standing in the center of the ice. The goalie can't cover all of it. You have to come out and be aggressive and take angle. There's still a lot of net to shoot at and can't cover it all.
And Loisel celebrates with the hottest tickets in town. Those special booths, corporate booths maybe, I think they are. Right behind the glass with prime viewing of all these goals. Luke Simon for the Swarm, drives it in deep. Atwell plays it behind the net. Simon puts it towards the net. Steen was on the doorstep looking for a rebound, but Toby Shook kept it to the outside. Pass to the point is going to get past the Swarm defender. That hits Kazanov.
Lucky Boniface there back checking and harassing him.
Does well to get out. Enters the zone. Dancing around. 1-2. Gets the pass across to Marcus McDonald, who shoots. And kept out by Shook. Marcus McDonald, a 3-point effort last night. He was absolutely on fire.
He's a high energy and fast skating player. Definitely brings some scoring punch to the Swarm. And one of the things you notice is the Thunder seem to be the faster team. Swarm seem to be more grinders.
That's a smart play. Big pass finds Bigstead. Loops around the top, trying to centre it. Tried to find Stegman. He's so dangerous when he starts circling around the circles, Bigstead. He can do just about anything with that puck. He's got it on a string. Hard rim around by
I thought Swarm neutralized him pretty well last night. That he didn't really get any open ice to work his magic, but tonight he's he's in step tonight. I'll turn over there.
Turn over. Here comes Adam Steitley. Shoots, puts it down low, and Toby Shook with the stick keeps it out. Sent back in by the Swarm.
That's Nathan Hoofnagel, whose family is watching this from Saskatchewan tonight, so I hope that they're not terribly affected by the Canadian wildfires. Anyone who's listening in Canada, I hope that everyone is safe.
Hurry, put it down low. Keeps it back at the point. Fires a wide shot that goes into the corner. Stegman steps up, keeps it in.
That's a good play for the Thunder to keep that in the zone there.
Joe Wall will put the puck up behind the net, looking to the front. Swarm cannot clear it. Kept in by Joe Wall. Up around the boards. Stegman's there again. Stegman down low to Walsh. Trying to get it to Eden. Back to Walsh, but he was tied up. Koptev pressed off the puck by Stegman, who finds Eden. What can Eden do here? Pulls up, looking for a trailer. Goes across the ice.
Decided to wait for friends.
Not a bad move. Walsh, pick up off the boards, really good. Spins away. Can he keep possession? He does. Finds Sam Loisel, who gets knocked down. Walsh off the boards, step into the middle, knocked over. Thunder still with it. Loisel trying to run over Koptev.
Koptev didn't get called. That looked like a hit to the head there.
Yeah, Koptev went down like it did get a high shot. Swarm bench her up in arms as well.
Good play there by Morgan Blair. That was a breakaway if he doesn't click that puck.
Dalmatel stole the puck though. Got it over to Lupsa. Lupsa working on Loisel. Gets it to the point. Shot from long range. Kept out by Blair. Loisel moves it up to Rout. Back to Blair. Blair brings it in. Puts it to the front of the net. Conopar looking for the puck on the side, and he gets it, and the whistle's gone. And a furious couple of minutes. Thunder leading 4-1 here in period one.
Little face washing going on there behind the net.
Some of the points I wanted to bring up at the start of the game that I never got a chance to about what I thought the Thunder could do better from last night's game, or what they can improve on, or what they can do, keep doing. I thought their defence up the middle could have used a little bit of shoring up last night. They let a few breakaways away, and a few players were able to get clean shots just straight up the middle. Taking too many penalties last night, so tonight if they can keep themselves out of the box, go a long way. Here's Marcus McDonald.
Just what you were saying, the defense up the middle. And the turnover to the middle.
Marcus McDonald throws towards the net. Puck goes off to the side. Atwell was there. Toby did a good job of coming across.
And Thunder had a lot of puck possession in the zone last night, but didn't necessarily turn it into, well, to goals a lot of time. They scored a lot of goals. They also they're giving up a lot of goals.
Swarm have a complaint about something. I'm not too sure what was that. We couldn't see it. The boards were in the way.
I have a feeling 4 goals is not going to win this game, Matt.
Finds Stegman. Stegman shoots. It's into the glove of Conopar. And now it's the speed from Bigson. The other one I wanted to point out for the Thunder was the special teams. Get the special teams into the game. They had a 0 from 3 power play last night, so they want to score when they get the opportunities. But when they also potentially on the penalty kill, keep up that effort. They killed 5 out of 6 power plays last night. So a really good job on the special teams.
And a shorthanded goal too.
Absolutely, yes. Their special teams have been certainly really solid this year.
So one thing about the game last night, there was a little bit of a baggage issue for the Swarm. Is that one of their stick bags went missing at the airport? So they played the first 2 periods with borrowed sticks from the Thunder. So the Thunder were very gracious to sort out some sticks, and I'm told they were high quality sticks. They weren't old wooden ones with flat blades. They were proper equipment. So it was very good for Thunder team management and players to help sort that out. Because it would have been unfortunate to have a sellout crowd and have a team not be able to play for a baggage handling issue.
Kyle March up the middle, hard red right into the board from
little extracurricular going on here.
I think the sticks are all tied up. There's going back the other way, Chris Eden, and we've got a penalty. Kyle March and Regan Wilson going at it on the ice.
Is one way to celebrate your 200th game.
Yeah, going for the Gordie Howe hat trick.
I don't know that Reagan Wilson's the guy you want to fight, to be honest. He's done armed defenders type training being a police officer, and I don't think he's the guy you want to scrap with.
No. So Reagan Wilson, in his celebratory 200th game, will sit for a couple of minutes, as will Kyle March. I don't know why, I'm not sure what happened. We couldn't really see it because we've got so many supporters now down there on the boards. We sort of missed a little bit of the action. But nothing that Reagan Wilson did to get Kyle into the boards was anything wrong. He was upright the whole way. He didn't push him head first into the boards or anything like that. But then maybe their sticks got caught and there's a little bit of holding going on.
I think it was the tie up of the sticks, but actually for them scrapping like that, wouldn't be surprised to see both of these guys skate off to the dressing room for that.
Yeah.
They may be nice and just give them roughings, but there was a little bit more in that than your typical roughing.
Hey, I'm not sure if you noticed, if you watched last night's replay, Michael, but we've got these nice little graphics that pop up at the bottom of the screen whenever there's been a goal or even penalties, just letting the live stream know what's happened, what the goal is. So they'll pop up.
Looks like coincidental roughings.
Bit of an update from Canterbury. Halfway through the second period, Red Devils are up 3-1. Now, Red Devils, interestingly, can still take third place on the table. I'm pretty sure. They can skip the Admirals if they win all 4 of their games. All 4 of their remaining games.
The Swarm will not be happy about that because the Swarm currently are trying to catch the Red Devils.
Yeah. Yes.
Although the last 2 games for both of those teams will be Swarm versus Red Devils up in the Hive.
Exactly. So Swarm want to try and keep up the pace with the Red Devils. If the Red Devils win, then they need a win tonight to really sort of make it a very even match. Playing 5-on-5 hockey here, as those penalties are coincidentals.
So I gave them roughings and not fightings.
Face off for the Swarm. Lapsa gets the pass and they make the breakout. Nice back check by Tyone. Gets it up to Rout, who'll send it in.
This line's been playing well with Rout, Barry, and Tyone.
Big pass across ice, finds Rudolph Slapsa. Leaves him behind for Dalmatel. Dalmatel's got some room. Takes a shot, but he's put it wide. Lots of green jerseys in the lane there too.
Thought Dalmatel should have shot that earlier.
Morgan Blair with a nice move. He gets through, he gets taken down. No call. He couldn't find the puck there too. I thought he might have a chance while he was hitting the ice to get a stick on that. Here comes Adam Steitley. Shot low. Played out to the side by Toby Shook. Sent up the middle by Loisau, but there's only white jerseys nearby to get it. Pass off the boards, indirect. Goes down towards Toby Shook where Max Haring will pick it up. Puts it around the boards. Comes out to neutral zone and Wimmer will send it back in. Doesn't get very far. Bigstead cross ice to Stegman. Lays it off for Ordis. Looking for options on the breakout here. Max Haring goes to Bigstead. Leaves it in the middle for Stegman with speed. Gets it in deep and behind the net. Lays it off. There's a shot. It might have been deflected up high and into the netting.
It's a good end-to-end action there.
So the penalty, it looks like Wilson's got 2 minors for holding and roughing Kyle March for slashing. So eventually Swarm will have a power play, I believe, after 2 minutes.
Well, if there's, I thought I saw him signal March also got a roughing. Because if there was a power play, it would have started already.
You would expect Kyle March to have had a roughing. Exactly.
Yeah, I think he did as well.
Yes.
It just hasn't hit the score sheet.
Hasn't hit the score sheet.
I saw the referee signal for it.
You can head to the NZIHL.com webpage as well and go to the schedule and find the live box score. You can follow along with the stats there. Read who got all the assists on the goals. I'm going to do that at some point, but at the moment there's just not a lot of time.
Too many goals, not enough time.
Too many goals to read all the names. It's a list a mile long. There's a shot towards the front, but played out by the stick of shot. Pass across to Eden. Joe Walk going towards the net. He comes across. It's loose. It goes on par, but he's there to cover it up, and a whistle's blowing.
That was a nice pass that had two options to receive it.
Yeah, just floated towards the
bounced
middle
through
there.
and got to the goalie.
Just want to announce the Proflow Plumbing and the Gas player of the game from last night. That was Morgan Blair. Popular choice. He had a 2-goal effort, including the empty net goal towards the end of the game there. Interestingly, Will Barry had an opportunity to shoot on the empty net as well last night. I asked him before the game, did you not know that the net was empty? And he said, no, I didn't even see it. I couldn't see the net coming out the middle of the ice. And when I finally realised he had too many players on him to take the shot, so that was his opportunity to get his first goal of the season.
Does he need to get his eyes checked?
He might. He was denied last night by the Swarm skate off a pass from NZIHL. Blair shot, deflected off the feet from Hufnagel. Into the corner. Swarm have it. Pinned to the boards though. Jack Lewis. Jack Lewis has it. Gets it to Ian Orders, who gets around. He shoots and scores!
So patient with the puck. He had all day too. He just kept it on his puck and skated right across the crease. Goalie flopped and up into the corner it goes.
So much patience from the young man who is having himself another good night. I think there's a shot there that was a bit of a whiff on the shot from Lewis, but it worked out perfectly for Ian Orders, who buried it. Oh, the crowd is very happy. This time last night they were pretty happy as well, as this Thunder had come back from 2-0 down. This time though, this period is going much better for them to start this game. 5-1 the score.
So I think Swarm is without Nico Hemming tonight. I believe he's out with illness. I haven't seen him on the ice tonight. He didn't look very well last night.
Okay.
And from an illness standpoint,
not ideal, as they're already missing quite a few of their players. Stegman shooting. Javerick in front, and Connor Parr cleans up the loose puck. I think they're missing another Barney Cole Beckstead involved again.
Well, Beckstead and McDonald have had a lot of chipping going on here earlier in the game, and I think it's going to boil over here.
It threatened to last night. Right at the end of the first period, there was 4 penalties given out for roughing, I believe. And
Swarm need to keep their heads here because they need to play hockey. They really need to get points out of today. They need to keep focused on that. They can't get guys suspended, and they can't have guys sitting in the penalty box. They need to put pucks in nets, and this isn't the way you achieve it. And they can get back. They fought back from deficits earlier in the season. They were down 3-0 on the road to Stampede, and were managed to get that game to overtime. So they had the firepower to get back into this, but this is not the way you do it. They're going to need to do so by possessing the puck and getting shots on net, not by scrambling behind their own net. Looks like they're going to get a power play out of it, though. That helps.
So Morgan Blair's in the box. I see Regan Wilson still sitting down there.
There's some stuff coming out of the penalty box there. Someone wearing a cage. Looks like it's Morgan Blair, I think. Beckstead's in the box.
No, that's still Regan Wilson. Beckstead's on the ice, so Regan Wilson's still sitting there. That might be March still there as well. Maybe we'll have to keep an eye on that stats page. But it is the power play for the Swarm. They had 1 from 3 last night. Hufnagel shooting, goes over the top towards the net, but in behind. Lupsa will pick it up in the corner. Knocked down.
That was a dangerous play there.
Beckstead comes to the point for Hufnagel. Throws it down the boards. Down Mattel. Gets it to Lupsa. Lupsa avoids the hit from Lloyd Sowell.
Temporarily.
Lloyd Sowell fighting with Lupsa. Lupsa gives up the puck and it's sent down ice. It's certainly a feisty occasion tonight. A lot of pushing and shoving when the puck's nearby.
They really need to concentrate on their power play, and
that's a bad pass from the Swarm. That's going to go all the way down for icing.
The scrums along the boards are not going to put the puck in the net. Yes, it was McDonald and Beckstead scuffling behind the net, and neither of them were called. So the referees are being quite charitable about it tonight. Not trying to meet their season quota of penalties.
The same officiating crew from last night.
Yep.
Kyle Matthews and Hayden Potter refereeing. Swarm turn over the puck on the blue line, and Joe Ward doesn't get the clear. It falls to Luke Simon. Barrett Wilson and Josh Dickinson. Shot there, goes in behind the net. Josh Dickinson had a good debut on linesman last night, I feel. He did a good job. Here's a turnover. Here comes Rain Walsh. Rain Walsh towards the net. He shoots. Oh,
he doesn't know where it is. He's got it. It's under his armpit.
Somewhere in the pads he had it, but he wasn't quite sure. Rain Walsh coming into the Thunder team late in the season, got onto the ice for the last 6 games, which is what you need to qualify as a player for the playoffs. So Thunder doing a good job just to get him in there. And a nice play from Beckstead, getting that puck in deep and killing off a bit more time. Picks up the puck, leaves it for Ian Ortis. Ortis has already scored tonight. Around behind the net, trying to get it back to the defence to kill some more time off in this.
Very casual there from Aldis to have an extra man on the ice for Swarm and to have that much space to skate. Right, you have to go 2 on puck.
Only a few seconds left for the Swarm, and they turn it over. That one's hit the scoreboard. It's a backhand shot that's even more impressive than Max Hurring's backhand last night. There was a delay of game. Somehow he got it over the boards from about 3 feet out. I don't know how he managed to do that. It was pretty impressive. But that one also pretty impressive.
On the backhand too.
Yeah, unfortunately it leads to a face-off in the Thunder's zone.
That's where the puck was last possessed, inside the zone. So
Ikai with a nice pass to Lewis.
Penalty is killed.
Lewis picks up the puck, trying to cycle it down to Barry. Swarm, dump and chase. With Wimmer, Kozak's there as well. Jack Lewis up the boards. Well, Barry can't push it forward.
Delay of game. Thunder's going to get a penalty for this.
Oh wow, that was Max Hurring again, I think.
He's trying to outdo hitting the scoreboard.
You don't normally get 2 delay games in a weekend, but Max Hurring has done the near impossible. Unfortunate.
These guys have the sand wedges out today.
Yeah, just as they killed off one penalty, they go back on another kill, the Thunder. Swarm, what can they do here? It wasn't very successful power play for them last time. They had a bit of trouble.
But going on the penalty kill is not a good way to protect a lead.
It isn't, and we've got a penalty.
That's a hit to the head.
A head shot from one of the Thunder players on
I think he might get a major for this one. See what they call here.
Shot to the head.
Looks like it's going to be a 2. So going to have a very long 5-on-3 power play here.
Yeah. 35 seconds left in the period, though, which is the only good thing about it for the Thunder. If they can get through this first 35 seconds. Simon shooting off the pads of Shook in behind the net. Swarm still have possession. Huffnagel down to Kopchev. Huffnagel to Simon. Shot. Goes wide. It comes around the boards to Huffnagel on the point. Back down low for Kopchev.
Another penalty. Another penalty. So going to have at the conclusion of this, there will be another 2-minute penalty. So it's going to extend the 5-on-3.
This is
Loisel's going to go.
well. I mentioned it, and I probably cursed it because now they've taken multiple penalties within about 30 seconds of each other.
And if the Swarm can capitalize early, they will continue on a 5-on-3. So this is the way that a 5-1 lead can turn into a 5-2 or 5-3 lead very quickly. This is the chance that the Swarm need to get back into this game.
And it's just silly penalties, unnecessary penalties that the Thunder are taking. When they're up by 4, it's not necessary to do some of these.
With 9 seconds left in the period, they just get possession of the puck and send it down and go in and get your drink bottle.
That's right, and get a good bollocking by the coach. Joe Ward did a good job there, pushes it out to the neutral zone. An opportunity to shoot it. No, he pulls up. But he did well there to fight that puck up ice and kill off the remaining 9 seconds. But it'll be a frantic start to the second period for the Thunder as they kill off multiple penalties. They'll be on the 5-on-3 for an extended period of time. Swarm, opportunity to come out strong in the second period after that not so good first period. 5-1 the score after 20 minutes.
And we're going to have a goalie race here, aren't we?
We certainly are. We are going to have a goalie race.
Can I review the rules for the goalie race?
Yeah, go on, do it.
The first rule of goalie race is don't talk about goalie race.
Okay. What's the second rule?
There are no other rules.
Okay. All right, so this is very entertaining. I love the goalie race. It's probably one of my favourite intermission entertainments. I like them all, but this is certainly up there. It's sort of a WWE style race around the rink where winning doesn't really matter. It's about entertaining the crowd.
So Matt, I'm going to tell a little story about this. I participated in one of these probably a couple years back now, and there was something I didn't realize, but Josh Ratcliffe was in the goalie race, and just out of a joke on his social media, I challenged him to a goalie fight, and a few people pointed out to me Josh Ratcliffe is actually a trained MMA fighter.
Oh.
So that was a mistake that I made for sure.
Yes. All right, so the participants in green, we have Dave Richards. In the red jersey, we have Ed Johnson. In the white, we have Goodman's Goons, Jonathan Copley. In blue, Gary Niemi. And the Penguins black, Callan Gilbert. And Callan Gilbert has taken off to a flyer. And he's taunting them now. Ed Johnson, though, looking for the trip.
And the others are going to take advantage of this. Ed Johnston wants to be known as Bulwark, which is a defensive fortification or wall, which is a good name for a goalie. It's
a 2-lap race. I don't think these guys got the memo. Oh, that's a shot from Edward Johnson. He's taken out the leader.
I think he's taken them both out, and
it's given Dave Richards an opportunity. No, they've just decided to try and take each other out.
Well, someone's going to take advantage of this and try to win the game.
And it's Callan
Gilbert.
Yeah, he's like that Australian speed skater from many years ago, using the chaos to his advantage and taking out the gold medal.
Is that the old Johnny Barakowskis jersey there on Dave Richards?
What a classic.
I think it is.
Former 88. Wow. What an entertaining period we've had. 20 minutes has gone. We've had 6 goals. And the Thunder will find themselves short-handed at the start of the second period, folks. We're going to take a wee break, and we'll be back for period 2 very shortly. Don't go away. I'm going to do that one again. Ice hockey classic.
Oh, just when you're eating that. Oh, not then.
Geez, how do you hit the glass through that? Hello everybody, welcome to the NZIHL Weekly Roundup. My name's Matt Whiffen and I'm going to be bringing you all the latest news and information from over the last fortnight. We had a packed weekend to finish up June, which saw an important shift in the standings after all the games were over. In the battle for Tamaki Makaurau, the pure New Zealand Admirals were taking on hometown rivals the Botany Swarm. A 3-0 shutout in Game 1 saw them take a nice early victory, before being pushed into a shootout battle in Game 2 after a late goal by Swarm import Rudolf Slapsa. Alex Regan scoring the winning goal for the Admirals in the shootout, Admirals taking the win 5-4 and pushing themselves into second place in the standings. Down in Christchurch that same weekend, the Dunedin Thunder were taking on the Canterbury Red Devils in what proved to be an exciting matchup, 22 goals being scored across both games. The Thunder claimed a back and forth game, won 7-5, before the Red Devils responded on Sunday night with a popular 6-4 victory in front of a packed crowd. Kieran Higgins, a standout for the Red Devils with a 2-goal effort. The following weekend, the Sky City Stampede showed that despite missing key players from last year, they're still a force to be reckoned with. They travelled north to Auckland to face the Botany Swarm team that is struggling to make the playoffs. The Hive was humming though, and the home crowd lifted the Swarm to a 1-goal lead going into the third period. But goals to Jordan Chalice in the third and an overtime for Max Roth gave the Stampede a 3-2 win. A more convincing effort for the Stampede in game number 2 saw them closing out the weekend with a series win, winning their second game 5-3. And finally, last weekend, the Thunder travelled to Auckland to take on the pure New Zealand Admirals in what could prove to be one of the more important weekends of the season. The Admirals taking out a high-scoring opening game on the back of a solid team effort, 8-5, with all 8 goals being scored by different players. But with an emphatic response, the Thunder took out Game 2, 6-0, getting a shutout for James Moore, just his first since 2021. Becoming just the second netminder this season to score a shutout along with Admirals goalkeeper Chaba Kirchemagosh. We'll hear more from James shortly when we catch up with the goalies from the Dunedin Thunder. Looking at the standings now, the Sky City Stampede remain on top of the table with 27 points and they've officially got their place in the playoffs booked. A home semi-final for them looking like a formality. The pure New Zealand Admirals on second place sit on 23 points, followed closely behind by the Dunedin Thunder. Those two teams dreaming of a home semi-final, and with both scenarios still available, they'll be fighting hard for the last few remaining rounds. The Canterbury Red Devils follow up on fourth. They have 13 points, one clear of the Botany Swarm. Their regular season matchup to finish the season could prove to be a make or break playoff clinching series. So with just a few rounds remaining in the regular season and so many different scenarios available for each team, there's plenty of motivation to keep pushing hard and fighting to the final whistle in each of their home games. Remember, first place will host the fourth place team and second and third will do battle in the NZIHL semi-finals. The race for the scoring title is also tightened up with Thunder defenceman Luke Stegman roaring to the front of the standings with an incredible 36 points, with 17 goals and 19 assists at just over 2.5 points per game. His teammate Cole Beckstead sits second on 34 points with 14 goals and 20 assists. And then in third, Sky City Stampede Connor John with 33 points at a staggering 3.3 points per game, following close behind. It's Canterbury's Alex Gagnon on 31, and one of the only 3 Kiwis in the top 10 points, Lachlan Freer rounds out the top 5 with 28 points. In other news, there have been several exciting achievements worth celebrating around the league, as some players have reached personal milestones in the NZIHL. This weekend, long-standing player for the Dunedin Thunder, Captain Regan Wilson, will skate in his 200th NZIHL game, becoming just the latest in a small bunch of players to make the remarkable milestone. Wilson is the only player to have represented the Thunder since its inception in 2008, making this a very special achievement within the organisation. Botany Swarm defenceman Adam Stiley has reached his 100th NZIHL game as well as Canterbury player Mason Rees, who made his 100th appearance for the Canterbury Red Devils on June 28th. And the Thunder have welcomed a new addition to the team, an American import, Rayne Walsh. Coming to the team from Colorado, he joined the roster ahead of the Thunder's games in Christchurch, joining them in the final stretch of the season. We'll be catching up with Rayne later on in the program to hear about his journey to Dunedin and what he hopes to bring to the team for the rest of the season as they push on to the playoffs. More big news from the league. Thanks to you, the fans, the NZIHL has never been more popular. Record crowd numbers have been reported from around the country, with sellout crowds giving games an electric atmosphere that just can't be beat. That's your reminder to go and get your tickets now for the remainder of the regular season games. You do not want to miss out. Well, that's all from the Neutral Zone News Roundup. My name's Matt Whiffen, and remember folks, don't forget to back check. See what you can get out of that pack there, Rayne.
I'm gonna try my best here.
Hoping for a real. I'll take that. I'll
Thank
take that
you.
mic off you.
Hoping for a Thunder player here. Don't want to spoil anything. Starting off with Luke Stegman, one of my favorites here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if I have to look at the rest of the pack, but you know, then we go Alex Regan, great player. We played against him last weekend. Logan Willis. I'm not familiar. I have played against him, but not familiar. Lachlan Freer. I have not played against him yet.
You might get your chance.
So I hope so. I hope so. And then Grace Harrison. So we'll be seeing Grace Harrison this weekend. But you know, the highlight of that pack is definitely Luke Stegman. Super excited about that. So.
Hey folks, I'm here with latest Dunedin Thunder edition, Rayne Walsh, coming all the way from America. Welcome, Rayne. Thanks for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
So tell us a little about the journey to get to here in Dunedin and what it's like, what it's been like so far for you.
Well, so I've known about the NZIHL for a while, and just it's popped up on my feed, and I'm half Kiwi on my dad's side, so we've always been sort of interested in what's going on over here, and it was interesting enough, you know, it's the off season for me in America, so I just reached out to Dunedin. It was the first team that popped up. It was a beautiful place from what I could see online. And I basically just slid into the DMs of the Dunedin Thunder. And from there, you know, it sort of, in the matter of, I would like to say a week, I had my flight booked and everything was set up. So it was pretty quick moving. And, you know, it was a long flight. Got off the plane and it's got basically straight into games in Christchurch, I believe. So it's been great since I've been here. It's been phenomenal. I mean, it's been so welcoming, and like the hockey's been fantastic. It's lived up to all my expectations and more. So, yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Great.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. So we've seen you on the ice now, putting a lot of energy, working hard, getting pucks to the net, working hard on the power play as well. What would you describe your style of play, and how do you think it would fit in with the Dunedin Thunder?
Historically, you know, I've always prided myself on working hard. You know, 200-foot game, all areas of the ice, and as a center, you know, you're sort of required to do that. But I definitely try to go, you know, the extra mile when it comes to that. But I'm definitely, you know, every day trying to expand my game and you know, different facets of, you know, offensive abilities and stuff. So I definitely wouldn't limit myself to just hard work. But you know, I love to put the puck in the net when I can. So absolutely, yes, sir.
Good stuff. Which of the teammates do you think you've been gelling with quicker than others, perhaps, you would say, on the team?
Well, this past weekend I was playing with Ollie Router and Joe Orr, and you know, we had a really successful weekend. And on the power play, I've been managing to pick up some extra, some scrappy goals.
Yeah.
Just by virtue of playing with some great players all around the board. I feel like everybody has a lot to offer here, so I think you could throw me with anybody, and we'd do super well. So.
Oh well, thanks for telling us about the hockey, Wayne. Now tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like in the locker room, what you like to do a little bit outside of hockey. Do you get into the surfing here like some of the other players have gotten into?
So I've been all over a little bit. Most of my life I lived in Minnesota, so surfing's not exactly on the table for me as much. I love it. My mom was a huge surfer, and she spent a lot of time down here in New Zealand actually surfing. So, I'd love to follow in her footsteps a little bit. But but I love to be outside doing whatever. I mean, as long as I'm with friends, teammates, whatever. I love to just tag along, and I'm always trying to find new stuff that I love to do. And I've been a big snowboarder most of my life. Love mountain biking. I love working out. So as long as I'm staying active, and being with teammates, that's the main thing. Love to be around people, and I like to have fun for sure. I don't want to keep things too serious no matter what. So that's kind of what I try to bring to the table, and be supportive of everybody too for sure.
Nice, perfect, so. Right, good stuff. Hey, cheers, Rain.
Thanks
for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And good luck for the weekend.
Thank you, sir.
No mai, haere mai, folks. Welcome back to the Dunedin Ice Stadium, period 2 here in Dunedin. About to get underway. Thunder hosting the Swarm in the last regular season round for the home team. They got a lead going into the second period, 5-1, but they've got multiple penalties to kill. My name's Matt Whiff, and I'm here with Michael Stitley, bringing you all the action from on the ice. Michael, great period for goals for the Thunder, but they fell away at the end there, giving away some silly penalties, putting themselves in a hole here.
And poor discipline. We have a sold-out building, hottest ticket in Otago for sports, and we have a sold-out penalty box. There's no more seats, standing room only in the Thunder penalty box if they do another one.
That's right. And some important players in the box too. Some of their usual penalty killers: Sam Lloyd-Sell, Cole Beckstead, Max Haring. Out there at the moment, we've got Beckstead, Darling, and Walsh to kill this 5-on-3. Stegman, yes.
Beckstead is serving his sentence.
That's right. I'm so used to those two going hand in hand. Swarm out there with 5 players on the ice. Here's Huffnagel, Simon as well. Looks Simon. To Steen. Back to Huffnagel at the top. Takes a shot. It's high. Hits the back of the net. And it doesn't come out in front. Net comes off. We have an early whistle.
And no change.
Lapsa out there as well with Dalmatau, Steen. So good strong lineup for this Botany Swarm, looking to get a goal to get them a little bit closer to this Thunder team. They enjoy a 4-goal lead, but that could quickly erase with these 5-on-3s here.
An out-of-town score I saw late in the third period out of Christchurch. It was Canterbury 4, Stampede 2. So it's bad news for the Swarm in their playoff hopes. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of an even up here.
Penalty on
delayed
the
penalty.
Swarm. As Stegman fires that one down ice. And they'll get the whistle, and this will help the Thunder's situation a little bit here, Michael.
I'm not sure he was aware of the situation just to throw that down ice, because they were going to end up with a delayed penalty. So they could have pulled goalie and had a little chance at a scoring opportunity. But I guess when you're down that many, you just want to get the guy in the box, perhaps.
40 seconds of 5-on-3 is enough time for the players to get fatigued, though. So Darling and Walsh went for a change.
And there's still a penalty that's not on the board. So there's 3 minors for Thunder versus 1 for Swarm. So
there's not enough space on the boards for the penalties.
So we have 4-on-3 for a little while. And
Damatau pulls up on the side. Across to Simon. Half-Nagel. Simon, one-time shot. Good save from Toby Shook. Kicked out that big pad of his. Half-Nagel walks in, shoots, deflects in the front, and the whistle
that puck
had gone.
was loose.
The whistle had gone, though.
He blew the whistle, but that puck was loose in front of Toby Shook, and Kozak put it in the net, and they waved it off.
Yeah, I initially thought he got the cover there, but I didn't see exactly, and I guess, you know, it was loose.
Well, the whistle blew, so.
Yeah, once that whistle goes, play is stopped, and anything after that is a shot and a save from Shook. What the Thunder want, they need to get a face-off win here and clear, though. They've got 10 seconds on the first power play, but...
So it's interesting here, Kozak was signaling to Huffnagel. I think he wants him to shoot it low, because that was into the glove. I think he wants to shoot it low and get a rebound.
Yeah, always a good idea to shoot low if you're going to get traffic in front. 2 minutes for hooking for Rudolph's Lapsa. Pass out the front, still loose and cleared out by the Thunder. It's going to go a long way to this penalty kill here as the first penalty expires. It's 4-on-4 now. Dumps out, shooting. It's into the chest of Toby Shook. That big chest of his, and he covers up, no rebound. Minute and a half gone. Thunder successfully kill their penalties, and Rudolph Lapsa penalty helped that situation greatly. Still playing 4-on-4 here in Ortis, taking the draw against Marcus McDonald. Ortis comes through with the puck. He's got Bickstead. Ortis leaves it for Stegman, who just juggled it, still with it, puts it across to Ortis, who buries it.
That's a beautiful goal. Stegman was really patient there. He regained control of the puck and passes it across the crease to Otis, who buries it. Boy, Ian Otis has been so good tonight. So is Stegman.
The vision from Otis, you know, initially I was looking at the play thinking he's going to try and get this through to Bickstead or he's going to shoot it. But Otis saw Stegman coming up the middle of the ice and laid off a beautiful little pass.
Well, he's such a pure goal scorer. He understands the passing lanes and the danger areas to score goals.
Thunder extend their lead to 5. Less than 2 minutes into the second period. How important was this first couple of minutes for the Thunder in this game? Killing those penalties and then now stretching their lead out. Stegman floats one across to Walsh. Puts it down low. Picks up the loose puck. Trying to fight off the check. Takes down Simon. There for Eden. Eden stepping up, shooting. And it's into the glove of Connor Parr.
He just lays it on the ice and gets a whistle.
Well, earlier this week I talked to Coach Guillaume. I did. And, well, I thought I did. I thought I did. I had it written down here somewhere, but I can't find it. So we'll get to that.
You probably did, Matt.
I did. I can't remember what he said, so I had to write it all down. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Swarm will send it in deep and go chasing after it. It's up the boards from Darling, and Thunder will get it clear. Oh, Big Sid chasing after this one, puts the pressure on Wimmer. He throws it around the boards to Stefan Dula. Looking for the stretch pass up to Lapsa. Koptev trying to find Lapsa. Koptev will push it in. Big Stead sees a little bit of space up the middle. Lays it ahead for Stegman. Stegman trying to drag to the middle. He gets around, takes a shot, goes across actually to Orders, trying to set up Orders again. Big Stead plays it back up the wall to Barry. Barry steps in around one, but it's knocked away from him. He had to retreat. Big Stead gets around one, puts it through the legs, and Connor Parr will put the glove down on this one.
Little tap on the glove there. Be careful, you'll get set for that.
Well, I talked to Regan Wilson as well, and his message to the fans and everyone was just how proud he was part of being a Thunder from where it started to where it is now. Being a part of a great organisation that is run like a professional team, makes them come back year after year. He wants to say thanks to everyone behind the scenes that works tirelessly to make sure that we can still play the game that we love and have an amazing home crowd experience. It's such a cool feeling to see this barn packed. That was Regan Wilson's message.
It's amazing how the crowds have been around the entire league this year.
Yes.
All the buildings are selling out.
They are. It's really exciting atmosphere. Loose park in front.
People are just figuring out what we've known for years, Matt, which is this is a terrific sport to see in person.
Oh,
and on the live stream.
It is a fantastic sport. It's full of excitement, and we've had 7 goals already so far in the game. Last night we had 12.
They're not done. I don't think Swarm is done either.
Not for a second here.
They're not going to quit. They've got too much invested in this season.
Swarm kept it in, but a good job from Rout. Just pushed Marcus McDonald out over the blue line. He'll get the whistle. So Regan also mentioned that for the games this weekend, they're looking to prepare for the playoffs. They need to play Thunder hockey, detailed, disciplined, and driven to get to the final. Well, they've lost out on that discipline part. They've really thrown that out the window. Swarm are never a team to overlook, and these 3 points are critical to us to come back to Dunedin for a home semi. We want to bring it back for the fans here, which is a great effort. That's your captain there. Pass across ice, bounces unfavourably for NZIHL. It comes out to the neutral zone.
Yeah. There was a video of Cole Beckstead and his predictions for the season, and he was saying that his predictions are that this is the year for Thunder, and he may be right. This team is built to win. Stampede might have something to say about that.
And the Admirals, who they potentially will be facing in the home semi-finals if they can get there. Whether it's a semi-final in Auckland or a semi-final down here, it seems to be the likely scenario. Don't discount the Red Devils.
I think the Red Devils is a team that nobody wants to play in the playoffs.
No.
They are dangerous, and Gagnon, I think, right now is the best player in the league. He had 3 of those goals today.
Him and Fabian Haas, electric line. You can't take your eyes off them. They will put on multiple goals before you can blink. So, 3 minutes to go up there in Canterbury. Stampede are within 1. It's 4-3.
And Stampede just finds a way to win these games. It's uncanny. They're such a veteran team that knows how to win.
Well, Stampede looking to lock in a...
Oh, we got a penalty coming.
Sure do.
Toby skating to the bench.
The Stampede can lock in a home semi-final tonight if they can get a win, or tomorrow night if they can get a win. Because the Swarm, the Admirals can only catch them if the
Thunder can catch them.
Thunder can catch them,
but they'd have to lose all their games. Stampede would have to. They still have 3 more games after tonight.
Stampede will have a tiebreaker with the Thunder. The Thunder can only tie the Stampede. They've got the tiebreaker, so we can't have a Thunder home final if that goes to whatever.
Because they're even against each. Oh, it was an overtime win, wasn't it?
Admirals can still get over the Stampede because they play them next weekend, so they can light the lamp and get big scores over the Stampede potentially to jump if they can win both games, tie them, and then get that goal differential head to head. Admirals though, tough assignment up there in Queenstown. It's really tough assignment to get 1 win, let alone 2. Admirals, sitting in 3rd currently, will have to win 2 games if the Thunder win tonight. So they're hoping for a Stampede Swarm comeback tonight.
And I think the Admirals' remaining games are against the Stampede.
Yeah, so they really know that they'll be up against it. So if the Swarm can come back and win this one, meaning they only need to get 2 points minimum against the Stampede over the weekend to get back into that second place. The Thunder on the power play, that familiar power play with Loisau and Stigman.
Yeah, don't blink.
At the back, Bigstead. In the middle, there's Walsh. Put it wide. Ordis out there as well. Always
Look, Simon got a stick in the middle of that pass.
looking for a play in front of the net. Bigstead to Walsh. Walsh back to Stigman, who's on the back end, didn't want to pull the trigger there. He's out. Shoots. And a good save from Parr.
Nice glove.
Yeah, it needed to be clean there with Ordis right in front of him, ready for any loose puck. Don't forget to head to that Dunedin Thunder Instagram page at Dunedin_Thunder and vote for your ProFlow Plumbing and Gas Player of the Day. One of the major sponsors of the Dunedin Thunder, ProFlow Plumbing and Gas. Innovative plumbing, drainage and heating solutions, including renewable energy for homes and businesses across Dunedin. Just over a minute left on this power play for the Thunder. Bigstead. Up to Ordis. Bigstead on this near side. Lloyd's out. Stigman didn't have it in a shot. This is a shot from Loisau. Good save from Parr. And Swarm get a change.
Adam Stiley tipped that one out to the boards because the threatening stick of Cole Beckstead was there trying to tap that one into the backside of the net.
Stiley was looking for a change. He signaled to the bench, but he didn't get it. They weren't that quick on the change there, the Swarm. They only got one player off.
It's a hard change when they are going the length of the ice here for the second period.
He's out to Stigman on that left wing. Bigstead. Change up in the front of the net with Ollie Rout there now. Stigman to the front, and it just missed the stick of Walsh. Pass bouncing through a couple of Swarm players. Shook banging that stick, letting his team know that the Swarm player will be back on the ice in a second.
Oh boy, if March could have possessed that, he could have pushed that for a breakaway coming out of the box. But it looks like Thunder are going to go to the box now.
It's going to be Sam Loisel. It's a parade into the box this game, isn't it? A hook in against Sam Loisel.
The gentleman doth protest too much, methinks. He's giving a little bit of discussion to the referees, and psychological research shows that the best way to persuade someone is not to put them off at the first part of the conversation, because you're not going to persuade them. You need to build a relationship and an ongoing dialogue to bring someone to your point of view. Because referees are not going to change their minds about a penalty call.
They more than likely not. There's a shot from the Swarm and a follow-up goes wide. Yeah, you need to foster a relationship with the referees, get in their good books. Maybe then they'll go a little bit easy on you. There's another shot there. It's a loose puck, but a cover from Toby Shook. Brings the whistle. Time to get a chance to reset on the penalty kill. Swarm looking really good. Moving that puck really well on their power plays, aren't they, Michael?
Yes, they are. They're moving the puck really well and getting some opportunities. And Thunder have been quite dangerous on the penalty kill. Even this weekend have a shorthanded goal. So you cannot get complacent there at the blue line when you're controlling the puck.
Laps it,
so
spins away from Stigman.
Swarm are looking pretty good on this power play.
Finds Simon on the point. He's trying to put the puck across the middle of the net. Luke Teon, good job, hasn't him. Bigstead's out there on the penalty kill as well. Dalmatel. Oh, pass goes past Huffnagel. He'll have to chase it back to his own zone. Halfway through the power play for the Swarm. Simon trying to put one to the middle. He'll go to the corner where Dalmatel will pick it up. Around the boards for Simon. Not a lot of options here. He skates it to the top. Floats it across. Back down low. Step into the middle. Trying to put a shot through some legs. Still there for Lapsa. Lapser for the Swarm. To the top. Hufnagel across to Dalmatau. Wasn't there for him. He walks it in, takes a shot, puts it wide. Loose puck on the side of the net. This is the pushing and shoving, and a whistle goes.
Toby Sheck shuts that down. There was a good opportunity there. Dalmatau just shot it high.
I think from both sides, they've been trying to set up that one-time shot, but the pass is just a little bit outside that wheelhouse for the players looking for that one-time shot.
He didn't get it on the tape on the forehand, and he had to pull it back. And by the time you do that, the defense rotates, gets in your shooting lane.
30 seconds left on the power play here. Kozak around to the top, sent back in. Kozak there lost it. Darling with a chance to clear it. He doesn't get it out. Marcus McDonald on the point. Keeps it in. And Atwell down low for Kozak. McDonald. Back to Kozak in the corner. And McDonald steps in, takes a shot. It's high. It's off the shoulder of Shook. And goes back into the corner.
He had a little bit of open net there, and he just missed it. Players back on.
5-on-5 on. A turnover here. Here comes Joe Waugh. He's got Rain Walsh with him coming up the middle. Oh, a slap shot. Oh, he just put it over the bar.
Well, you can see Joe's eyes popping out of his head looking at just the net.
Joe Waugh down the back check. Getting the stick in their lane. Marcus McDonald puts it to the front of the net. Comes back to him. And he plays it in behind to Stiley. Stiley spinning. Morgan Blair absorbs the hit, gets it up ice.
Marcus McDonald, for a smaller player, is really throwing his body around tonight.
Looking for the stretch pass here. He can't collect this one. He'll go for a change. But comes down to
the
goalie line. Morgan Blair skips around one. Throws it towards Conopara on net. Leaves it for Wimmer. Around the boards. Picked up by Joe Waugh. Turns back, looks to the point. Loisel. Deflected shot, goes high, hits the netting in behind the goal and goes out of play. We have a whistle. Big thanks to Swift Contracting, your septic tank and wastewater system specialist based in Wanaka, sponsor for the Thunder this year.
Oh, Morgan Blair has just gotten an unsportsmanlike penalty here.
What is going on? Lydia, talk to your brother. What is going on in this Thunder? It's like they've got sweet rolls in that bench. What is...
I think Morgan's been reading some of the psychological decision-making books, like The Power of Disagreement in a World That Wants to Get Along by Charlene Nemeth. Harmony and conformity leads to worse outcomes in your decision-making. So I think Morgan was just trying to give some feedback to the officials to try to get them to improve their decision-making. But I don't think Kyle's read the book.
It's one thing there's one thing the referees don't like, and that's constructive criticism in the middle of the game.
It doesn't even need to be constructive. A differing point of view can actually, research shows, it's like 12 Angry Men, the movie about the jurists, that a dissenting view can bring people around to the correct outcome. Well, ice hockey referees, I don't know if they're big readers. I mean, I'm sure Kyle is with being having a PhD and being
well-learned.
An academic. But he just hasn't read that book. We'll have to put it on his reading list.
Swarm back on the power play. They've got to convert some of these. There's a shot, and that goes off the side of the net.
That's a good chance.
That's Lapsa. He scored last night on the power play. Luke Simon in behind. Pulls up. Got it knocked away from him just briefly. Cole Bixted trying to win the puck. There's a giveaway there. More Regan Wilson hard around the boards. Is it going to come up to Bixted? It does. He's got to play up the middle. He's got Ian Ordis. Ian Ordis still with the puck. Fighting off a couple of defenders. Leaves it for Stegman. Tried to play it to himself with a little pass. Swarm. Back up over the blue line. Shot off the stick and goes in behind the net. Ordis hard ring around the boards, but it doesn't come out as Lapsa cuts it off. Lapsa down to Dalmatau. Lapsa with it again to Hufnagel. Right on the top. Simon with a one-time shot that goes through the blue paint. And that'll come hard off the boards and bounce all the way down. Big Said will get a change. Ordis, Stegman, all changing. Fresh legs out there for the Thunder on the penalty kill. Here comes Kozak. Through the middle, just missed a stick of Koptiv. Steal from Stegman.
They're going to get a breakaway
Gets
here.
to Lewis. Lewis Pulls up. Just didn't quite have the step on Huffnagel.
Huffnagel was able to get back and shut that down, but that was could have been an odd man rush there for Thunder.
20 seconds on the power play. McDonald shooting out of the glove of Shook. And the whistle's gone.
What is the whistle for here?
I think potentially they thought it might have hit him in the helmet.
It hit it.
Maybe.
That looked like it was in the glove.
Yeah, maybe. Not too sure. Anyway, it remains 5-on-4 for another 15 seconds. Botany Swarm really struggling to put the puck in the net on these power plays. They've had multiple chances, but the penalty kill from the Thunder has been really strong, which we've seen all season. Towards the front of the net, but it goes through to the far side. Loisel's got to be careful. The referees are not his friend tonight. The player in front, Quigley's there, but gets knocked away by Darling. Back to 5-on-5. Will Barry joins the fray. Shot there, the tournament shot. A great save from Shook.
So close by Kyle March.
And a whistle goes here. Have we got another penalty? Don't know.
Jack Lewis and Adam Stitley having a little bit of push along the boards. I saw the smiles out of both of them. Adam was playing with Jack Lewis's spare sticks last night.
Oh, right.
Maybe he broke one. Maybe while Jack was pushing at him.
Yeah. It's 5-on-5. We've got 7:25 left in the second period. Thunder up 6-1. Shots in favour of the Thunder 23-18, but the Swarm have brought it back. At one point it was 17-5. The Swarm have, through the benefit of those power plays, able to get back on par with the shots. They just haven't been able to convert their opportunities.
But they don't count unless they go inside of the red frame.
Thunder get it in deep, but there's not too much pressure on the defence there for the Swarm. And they get it back out to the neutral zone. Up in Christchurch, it's 5-4 in favour of the Red Devils with 11 minutes to go. Will Barry with the puck, trying to drive to the net on the back end, gets to the front, knocked away from the players in front for the Thunder. Stegman will carry it out. Reset, finds Lockie Boniface, brings it in. Up to the right-hand side, puts a low shot on, played out to the side by Parr. Back to Stegman, fanned on the shot. Played out by the Swarm. They've got some numbers there, but it's knocked away, but a good play from Hurry. Stegman across to Bigstead. Bigstead trailer to Lewis, who shoots, and he's put it wide. Lewis is struggling with his finish this year. He's had so many chances. Bigstead, little play through the legs.
Keep getting opportunities like that. They're going to go in, though. Such a pretty play by Beckstead there.
Shooting, puts it into the glove of Parr. Yeah, I think Jack Lewis has been playing really well this year. I think he's taken a bit of a step up. His skating looks really good. He's had lots of opportunities, but he just hasn't converted. But like you say, Michael, right place, right time, it'll happen. 6 minutes left, period 2. Thunder and a comfortable 5-goal lead. Killing off plenty of penalties, but the momentum is hard to get when you're constantly playing short-handed.
Well, the thing with Thunder here is I don't think they should be comfortable with a 5-goal lead. They've given up a lot of goals this season. They're going to need a few more, I do believe.
Can they lock the defense down? Pass up to McDonald. He lost control. Loisel trying to find Bigstead. He just bobbled the puck. Pulls up and has some time. Looks across to Blair. Blair to Loisel. One-time shot. Score!
Did Cody Bick tip that? He was the traffic in front for sure.
Not sure. Not sure. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Loisel was the first in the line. We'll see here potentially. No, just straight past. Would have been nice if he had. Would have been really nice if he had got something on there.
Well, he's in the right place. So a forward in that position makes those goals happen. They screen the view of the goalie. They're there for any rebound opportunity.
You wanted another goal, Michael. You got it. Thunder lead 7-1 here. 5.5 left in period 2.
Well, that makes you more comfortable than a 6-1 lead.
The most dangerous lead in hockey, a 5-goal lead. Quigley will get to the puck here in the corner, but he gets pushed off by Darling. Laid around the boards to Joe War. Backhand pass is intercepted by the Swarm. Gets another opportunity though to get it out. Kazanov trying to step around one. Lays it on. There's a shot back to front. Oh, what a save! Oh, the whistle went and they've called it. No. Where is the puck? Oh.
Oh, now they're going to scrum.
They're going to get a bit of a scrum. Botany, they're digging in there. Poor old Toby shook his line, spread eagled in the net after an incredible save.
What a pad save. Incredible chance there by Swarm, too.
The light did go on behind the net because how do you... Oh, wow.
That puck was on at least on the line.
To me, it
that
looked
puck
like
was
it was
at least
on the line.
Are we going to talk to the goal judge?
That was as close as you can get. The original save was spectacular.
Okay. Now that puck was. I think that's close enough that they should perhaps have a talk to the goal judge, because that puck looks like it's at least on the line. Okay, the pad is in the net. The puck hits the stick, and the shadow of that puck, that's at least on the line. Now, the Swarm had a goal, a non-goal in Canterbury earlier in the season that cost them a game. It hit clearly hit the frame of the net and popped out. The referees then talked to the goal judge who hit the light, and the guy wearing the Red Devils hoodie said it was a goal, and they called it a goal, and that was the game. So I don't know who your goal judge is there.
Well, it's like definitely a volunteer for the Dunedin Thunder. Looks like we got more players in the box.
You think they'd be at least biased for Thunder to not push on the button, but the referees are saying no goal. That's a close one.
So, matching minors for a couple of players. We'll catch up who they were after the scrum ensued after the play in front.
So we'll say, I think this league is going to be in need of a video review for goals. You've got to get the right call on your goals.
I think they're going to have to replace the wood on those benches, those penalty benches. There's been so many players there, they'll be wearing the paint off.
But you have video cameras behind the nets. They can improve the quality of them, and the referees can take an opportunity to look at those.
Well, Stigman just took one up really high off a hard clear. His pass to the centre was deflected.
Although to be fair, it would be hard to call that on a goal from that view.
Yeah, really hard to overturn the referee there who made the initial call.
We have a goalie change here. I did not pick that up.
No, you're right. We do have a goalie change.
Grace Hunt in goal. She got a rude awakening to the game there with that difficult scoring chance.
Yeah, she got so both nights the Swarm have changed goalies halfway through the game in favour of the backup. There's a shot there. Good quick save from Harrison or Hunt. Sorry.
The way the Thunder are playing, it's not going to make a difference who's in that net. You can put Bobrovsky in there, and I think the goals are still going to go in.
Yeah, they're playing super well tonight. Sent in by the Swarm. Loizal trying to make the breakout pass, just misses on that, and it comes out to neutral for the Swarm to regroup. Oh, Boniface has taken a shot up high there. Doula's going to go. I didn't see it.
Behind the play, I didn't see what happened there.
It was behind the play, I wasn't looking. So, looks like, yeah, he just got the stick.
Might have been Marcus McDonald. Loizal seems to be going after McDonald.
You just saw it now. I think it was definitely Doula there. You just saw it outside the play. Just saw
the hands up high. Yeah,
hands up high. Similar to Stigman last night, got a elbow up high on one of the Swarm players. So
we're going to need some CRC 56 on the hinges of those penalty boxes.
I think I think this could be a power play for the Dunedin Thunder after all the penalty kills. And this period has taken a long time, Michael, to get through with all these stoppages for penalties and working out who's sitting and what.
Looks like Dollar's being sent. Referee's pointing to the door. He's got an early night.
He is. And that'll be his night done. So there might have been more after the initial contact. There might have been a little bit more to get him to be sent from the ice for that, for a game of misconduct. 20 minutes. Interesting. One of their veteran defenders too. So when things are going bad, they're just going to get worse now.
And these are the games where things can really get out of hand if the referees don't keep tight control of it. Would like to give a shout out to some viewers in Maple Grove, Minnesota, who are part of the Adam Stitley fan club. The Segedy family are there, staying up late to watch this game.
Hello to them. You can wave to them, Michael. Wave to them. You're on camera, Michael. You can wave. Give them a wave.
Hello, Segedy family.
Thunder power play late in the second period. Boys out. Shot from Bigstead and a great save. Now, I'm confused because on my score sheet in front of me here, I've got Grace Harrison, but on the jersey we have Hunt.
She took some time off earlier in the season for her wedding and activities related to the wedding, so she was away from the team during that time.
Okay, so she's now Grace Hunt.
Yes.
There we go. I'm so glad to have someone as knowledgeable as you on my left, on my right, Michael, to help me out with these very important issues.
You have someone in a double agent in enemy camp.
Boys out to Bigstead. Bigstead walking in, his shot is deflected. It goes up over the top of the goal. Finds Stegman. Boys out at the point. Bigstead. Boys out. The diamond from the Swarm here. Was out and get that player up high. Cross to Bigstead. Bigstead towards the net. Walsh couldn't get anything on it, and it's cleared out by the Swarm.
Wolfnagel cleared
So
it.
hustled now to make a change this time. Getting 3 fresh legs out there. March will have to hurry back. Bigstead fakes the shot. Plays it up the boards to Stegman. Lewis in front of the net, playing the role of disruptor, trying to screen the goalie. Was out to Bigstead. Was out. Stegman swaps sides. Back to Stegman. Was out on the backhand, collects. Soft pass to Stegman, who walks into the circles, and his pass is deflected by Wimmer to the top. For Lloyd's out. His shot blocked by March, putting his body on the line. Stegman. It's all happening around the outside for the Thunder. Back to the front. There's a shot and a goal for Jack Lewis. And we said right place, right time, and it happens for Jack Lewis.
And for fans who aren't aware with the rules on a major penalty, with a 5-minute major penalty, the Thunder can score unlimited goals on this power play. The player is not released from their sentence on a goal on a major. They have to serve the entirety of the 5 minutes. And that came off a skate, so they're having a discussion. Are they going to say that was an intentional kicking motion?
There's no way.
Or just a deflection off of the skate? If it's a deflection off the skate, it's a good goal. I think that this goal will stand. Yeah. It did come off the skate, but it does not look like he was intentionally directing it to the net.
100%.
And that's exactly what Kyle Matthews has just called.
Yeah, it was just a little turn of the skate. A little turn of the skate, which is 100% fine. So Jack Lewis will get credited with the 8th goal for the Dunedin Thunder, really piling it on here tonight.
And as you see, the Swarm tried to send another player out, but they were corrected.
1.5 minutes left in period 2. Thunder still with over 3 minutes of power play time here.
Things are falling apart here for Swarm. This is going to be a tough hill to climb.
Turnover to Marcus McDonald. We know he can make something from nothing. He's lost the puck. Lewis has it.
He got a penalty behind the play.
Yeah, I think
cross-check for
Mr. Darling's going to go for
a little bit of embellishment there. I think he's got to watch it or he's going to get another 2 minutes, right? He's saying the guy dived, took a dive.
Dove. Yeah, he's not happy. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't see it.
He thinks it's FIFA World Cup. Where guys trip on a blade of grass and roll around for 5 minutes like they need an amputation.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's not really looked upon kindly in ice hockey, is it? A little bit of theatrics. But we'll go 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Thunder will come out the other end of it, provided there's no more penalties, with another 52 seconds of power play, though. That'll be all at the start of the third period, though, as we winding down to the last minute here.
Have we gone a full minute of gameplay without a penalty?
Not since the start of this period, anyway. Far out. It's been absolutely crazy. NZIHL trying to get away from Simon, who's holding on to him, but getting away with a little bit of holding there.
There has been some egregious violation of the piece here.
Shot just goes wide. Bounces in behind, bounces back to the front. I mean, the score sheet's long, with the penalty sheet's even longer.
Thunder does not seem satisfied with a 7-goal lead.
Nice pick up from Ordis of the pass. He tried to put it in front. Stigman avoids the hit. Ordis. 10 seconds left in the period. Ordis gets around one. He'll drive to the net here. Goes to the forehand. And a nice save from Grace Hunt.
Oh, what a sneaky pull back to the forehand. Ian Otis is playing so well.
That'll be the end of the period here. And
oh my, good Lord.
I don't even know what to say about that period. It was insane. It had goals. We had about 15,000 penalties. I don't even want to start counting them down because we just don't have the time.
Well, we had a pretty heavy police presence here earlier. I think they were here supporting their fellow officer Regan Wilson on his 200th game, but with the amount of offending that's going on, we might need to set up a courtroom in the rink.
Yep, that was a pretty insane period. 3 goals to Dunedin Thunder, giving them a 8-1 lead here after 2 periods. We're going to have ourselves some bubble ball hockey, which is another one of my favorite intermission entertainments. We've got the Team Pink, which is Christian McCasalang, Tim Penny, Rio Gill, and a small ball. Small pink ball. Team Blue is Sam Etchler, Chris Jones, and Jonathan Fisher-Hewitt. Sponsored by Jonathan Fisher-Hewitt. Plastering. They come onto the ice. Blue versus pink. Now these are hockey players, so if they normally play in a lower level, there's no checking. But now it's all on.
It's already started.
They haven't even dropped the puck and they're already trying to lay hits in here.
Took himself down too.
Okay.
A little reverse hit.
We're missing a pink player. Oh no, sorry, the little blue ball as the other pink player. So
it's going to make all sides hard, but I don't think there's any rules here.
No, there's literally one rule.
Don't talk about bubble ball hockey. I feel like we should be listening to the Pixies. Where is my mind?
All right, let's recount the goal scorers for that second period. Ian Ordis scored the first one, assisted by Stegman, and then NZIHL assisted by Blair and Bigstead before Lewis got one off the foot, assisted by Bigstead, giving the Thunder a 7-goal lead.
Well, he's going to win the Golden Boot for the night. We're in with the theme of the FIFA World Cup. We have the concerns over diving, and then we have a goal off the foot. These are all off the foot too.
Yeah,
this is more entertaining, I think, than the World Cup from what I've watched.
Yeah, if they played the bubble balls in the World Cup, I'd watch it. I'd watch every single game. I'd pay $45 for the TVNZ pass.
Get world leaders overturning the suspensions.
Yeah, it's been full of drama. Players struggling to stay on their feet here. Reverse hit from Pink.
No one here is going to win the Bubble Ball Peace Prize.
Pink here with a bit of room to move, but they've been knocked down from behind. That's a check from the back, but that's all legal.
Well, how can you tell what the back is?
Yeah, here's a shot for Blue, and they pull one.
That's a goal.
The momentum carries them into the boards. That's a self-own, self-check.
Well, I think that was into the board celebration.
Referees don't want any part of it. They're just going to leave the ice. They've seen too many infringements.
Well, They should leave, or else they're going to start calling more penalties. And there's just not space for a bubble ball in the penalty box.
Oh, that's a big face-off hit there. Play at the back, going for the long shot, but they put it well wide. It's almost going to go into the Zamboni door. Oh, clear in the front of the net. That's it. Oh, the shot
There's
from
a
the little
goal.
blue ball.
Nice. That was almost the bubble ball equivalent of a rocket from the blue line.
Little blue ball was Rio Gill scoring. That ties it up here. Ties it up. Time's running out. You don't have too much time in these intermission games. There's another face-off hit, but they stay on their feet. It's danger. It's Luke come barreling in. Oh, the huge hit, taking out 2 players. In the middle of the ice, cleared out by Pink. Pink need to get up ice. I think a little blue ball with a hit of steam up.
I think they're choosing violence rather than trying to score here.
Oh, nice play. The chance to shoot, but putting it wide. Yeah, if you're going to be the first one to the puck here in this game, you have to be wary because you're going to get absolutely barreled just like that from Pink. Oh, who gets?
Oh, Stegman's going to play. Oh, he's going to get an assist on this goal. He left it there.
Oh no, Pink has fallen over and Blue capitalizes and scores.
I think that has to be a bubble ball hockey interference on Luke Stegman.
I haven't seen that before. I've listed first here tonight, and that's one of them. And we're calling time with Blue team taking out the bubble hockey win, courtesy of a Luke Stegman assist.
Yeah, he'll get an assist. There are no penalties, so he has to get an assist.
Well, you can see the list of goal scores here on the screen. It's a list a mile long. We're going to take a wee break, folks. Second intermission underway. We'll see you back here for period 3. A very exciting game on our hands. Don't go away. We'll see you very soon.
Finally, the man, the myth. Were you hoping I was filming?
No.
Congrats on the shutout.
Thanks.
I've got some questions from the fans. Who has the worst chirp?
Toby.
James.
Oh, Luke Talion has some bad ones.
Luke Taylor.
Toby.
Worst chirp? Probably Jack Lewis.
Ed Lawrence.
The worst chirp, probably me. Worst chirp, never heard the oddest chirp, never.
Who's the most likely to forget a piece of equipment?
Max Herring. Probably Jack Lewis.
Still, Jack Lewis. Toby Shook.
Go Joe. That would be myself.
Probably me.
Feel like we had an answer over here.
Yeah. I felt that as well.
Largest animal you could take down in a fight?
A beer.
Elephant.
Kiwi.
Kangaroo.
Like a whale.
Panda bear.
I hate to pick on the dolphin, but that's a pretty big one. I think I can take a dolphin.
Maybe like a baby rhino.
Welcome to the Thunder. These are some fan questions. What's the biggest animal you could take down in a fight?
Biggest animal, maybe a deer.
It's very specific.
Probably Cole Bigstead.
Would you rather be a baby goat or a matter baby?
A baby goat.
Baby goat. You're trying to get me.
A baby goat. I know that.
Or a matter baby?
Baby goat.
Would you rather be a baby goat or a matter baby?
What's a matter, baby?
I don't know. What's the matter with you? Would you rather be a baby goat or a matter baby?
What's the matter, baby?
Baby goat.
Walk away. Campbell, walk away.
The hell's a matter, baby? Oh.
G'day everyone, we're here with the Thunder goalies, Toby Shook and James Moore. We're going to give them a quick couple of questions to get their thoughts on the season and just generally playing hockey. So, Toby, let's start with you.
Yep.
Let's get your thoughts on what the team might need to do this weekend to pull off a double victory for the first time.
I just think much what we did on the last game we played against Admirals, just play well together, do what we need to do, sharpen up in our zone and just play well.
And James, your thoughts on what the team can do to try and get that double victory?
I would say just play a full 60 minutes, like Toby said, like we did in Auckland last week. Full 60 minutes, everyone chipping in on the effort, and no passengers, and we'll get there.
Yeah, good stuff, good answers. This next question is for Toby. Toby, goalie is generally considered a lonely position. What's the mentality behind being that last man on defence, and what sort of drove you towards being that position goalie as a kid?
I was sort of forced into that position after the Mighty Ducks movie, being Goldberg being the fat kid, so that was actually me at the time. But yeah, just mentality-wise, I think you just got to be concentrating the whole 60 minutes, right? You can't really lapse it. You just concentrate, make sure you're keeping an eye on the puck. Good warm-up, and hopefully stop the puck. So.
Nice work.
Yeah.
James, this one's for you. You're from the small ice hockey community of Alexandra, a little small town with a nice rink up there.
Yeah.
What was it like coming through the age groups there in Alexandra, and how does it feel to represent that little tiny community and coming all the way to the NZIHL?
Heaps of great people up there, and yeah, it's good having them, knowing they're all supporting me from back home. Got heaps of people cheering me on, so it's good. Yeah, and it's always good to get back there and give back, help the wee kids out, all the wee goalies and that. So when I can, obviously, busy NZIHL schedule, but yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah, good stuff. Toby, this one's for you. You're a veteran of the team. Your unique perspective from being able to try and give some of these younger players advice from a goalie. You're not a captain of the team skating on the ice like Regan. You're out there at the back. So what can you offer those young players?
I suppose I'm almost old enough to be most of their dad, so just like advice, play tough. The league's improved so much, and so have the players. Having the imports come in and bring that level up. I mean, I can just sort of tell them what they sort of need to do, but I mean, they just do it themselves anyway. It's a pretty mature team, and we do well, so it's good.
Yeah, nice. Perfect. James, last one for you. So let's put yourself in the mind of a game where you're on top, your team's performing well, everyone's gelling, you're up 3-0, and then try and also put yourself in the mind of a game where your team's maybe behind by one, tight game. How does it feel to be in that state?
I think sort of regardless, you try and stay in the moment, whether it's whether you're up 3 or 4 goals or down 3 or 4 goals, you just got to pretty much just focus on the next puck that's coming your way. Forget about whatever else is going on. Obviously, it's nice being up a few goals. You can kind of relax a little bit, but yeah, just got to stay focused and worry about that next shot.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, that's all the serious questions. Let's get to just a couple of quick fire ones for you boys. Just answer, one after the other. Which one of you, your own opinion, has the weirdest superstitions as a goalie?
Toby.
Would you prefer to play the first or the second game of the weekend?
Yeah, first, I think.
First for you? Yeah. If you had a second sport or could want to play a second sport, what do you think it would be?
I'll probably give rugby a go.
Basketball. Come on, Toby. Everyone was thinking that. And fourth, last question. If you guys had learned to skate properly, what position would you play? Reach in, see who you get. Just one. Who'd you get? Jordan Chalice. Reach in, grab one, don't look. Who'd you get?
Ivan Dalmatel.
Come on, we want a Thunder player. Give me that one. Don't look.
I'm not trying to.
You're trying. I know. I don't want you to see.
Oh.
There we go.
My favourite, Chris Eden.
Lovely. You won't get a Thunder one, but yeah, you can have those super free.
Thank you.
Dust.
Who'd you get?
Max Vesper and
Hayden Ball.
You
can keep that one. Watch out behind. No mai, haere mai. Welcome back, folks. We're here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium in beautiful Otipoti, Dunedin on a Saturday evening. It's game 2. The Dunedin Thunder fighting to put themselves in a strong position to get a home semi-final. My name's Matt Whiff and I'm here with Michael Seitley, bringing you the last 20 minutes of this game. As you can see on the score board in front of you, Thunder leading 8-1. But the important stat that we were talking about just before this is those penalty minutes, Michael. 20 minutes for the Thunder, 35 for Botany Swarm, 20 of those made up of a game misconduct on Stefan Thula.
Well, we have more penalty minutes than minutes of game time.
Which you don't often see. You do not often see that. Look at that. First period scoring was hectic with Bigstead, Koptev, Darling, Orr, Loisel and Ordis. Ordis having another good night, multi-point night for him. He's been on fire. Second period, Ordis, Loisel and Jack Lewis getting on the score sheet, giving us that 8-1 lead.
And the other thing you'll see is a 0 for 8 for the Swarm power play. And they started this period with an extended 5-on-3, which they promptly took a penalty during.
They did.
They really needed to capitalize there because they could have gotten themselves back in this game and they just dug their hole deeper.
Yeah, they blew it, unfortunately for them, and that was their opportunity. It was 5-1 at that stage. And if they could have scored a couple of goals, this could have been a very different game. But instead, the Thunder power play, which has been incredible all season, went to work, got the job done, and then they extended their lead out in that second period. I just want to say a big shout out to all the Dill fans out there, all the Dill players who watch from at home or come into the ice rink to watch, especially an old friend of mine who's over in Australia now. Big shout out to Drew McMillan, who's been watching all these games when he can from over in Australia. I think he's just finished up a round of golf and he's tuning in, so good to see you still getting involved there, Drew. I hope you donated last night to the Heart Kids New Zealand. Underway for period 3.
And we miss you immensely, Drew.
Morgan Blair getting tricky in front of his own net. Almost turned it over. Max Haring protects the puck from Koptev. And it's up to Joe Orr, but he's turned it over. Started. McDonald shot on. Loose puck and a great clear from Haring. Got it out hard and it's gone all the way up ice. No icing though. One of the Swarm players could have played it, but they were changing at the same time. So kind of a little bit awkward. Simon. Hard throw across ice. Picked up by Blair. Turns up. Trying to find Walsh. Walsh takes a hit. Doesn't get out of the zone.
So one thing that'll be deflating to the Swarm is that their playoff chances had took a big hit because Canterbury scored with 2 seconds left in the game to best the Stampede in Christchurch. Max McCarg had hit a power play goal with less than a minute to tie the game up. And Gagnon, as you were talking about, is perhaps the best player in the league right now, netted one with 2 seconds left to win the game. I do not think anybody wants to see the Red Devils in the playoffs. They are a dangerous team.
Yeah, you don't want to give that import line the opportunity to beat you because they can certainly put on a show.
And we have an inadvertent whistle here for an icing that wasn't an icing because Swarm are killing a penalty.
That's right. They're still on a penalty kill, short-handed for another 15 seconds. Loisel will walk it in. Finds Stegman. Across to Bigstead. Stegman. No clear shooting lane. Bigstead. Turns. Finds Stegman.
Little spinorama there.
Across to Loisel, who plays it back to Bigstead. Walks it to the top. Man back on the ice for the Swarm. Here comes Luke Simon. Looks across to Dalmatel. Laps up to the middle. Backhand shot spinning. Puts it off the pads of Shook. Comes to the corner. Back down low. Trying to get it to the front, but a nice play from Stegman. Interrupted the play.
And Loisel had pushed Dalmatel out of the danger area there.
Dalmatel trying to get it to the front and it just went past the stick
of Johnson.
Now,
do you think Loisel disrupted that one too? Getting a good defensive effort out of Thunder tonight.
A few players' names that normally get on the score sheet we're not seeing a lot of tonight for the Swarm. like Johnson and Hopkinson, they're not really making an impact. It's like Marcus McDonald. Shot there.
I think part of this is the defense from the Thunder. Just been smothering tonight.
Slightly with it. Looks across to Quigley.
They've been a reasonable number of shots. They just haven't been high danger shots. And Toby Shook is also playing well to his credit. He's seen 22 shots.
Yeah.
23 now.
Thunder out shooting the Swarm, 29-23, doing a good job in it. Quigley carries it in, gains the zone, lost it as he tried to go through a couple of defenders.
I think he made a decision there. He didn't really feel like getting blown up by Loisel.
No, that's a very smart decision too. Joe Wall into the zone, gets it across. There's a chance for Morgan
Boniface.
Boniface, sorry. A large pass up. That'll be an icing that's waved off as Leipzig gets there first. Puts it towards the net.
That was a little danger there.
Ooh, yeah, we've seen some of those sneaky goals go in. Just put it.
Get a goalie not paying attention.
Yeah, and it's happened once or twice this year with Toby Shook, I think. He's had a couple come off the skate, off the rebound from the back of the boards or from a pass from behind. He was onto it there, though. Been burnt one too many times. I'm still waiting for Will Barry to get one in the back of the net. Simon threw one towards the net. Steen will get there and put it around the boards hard. Wimmer trying to play it in behind. Up the boards. Thunder get it out to the neutral zone. Loisel picks up a loose puck. Floats it to Will Barry, trying to get it across to Loisel, just out of his reach. Back the other way.
Swarm have numbers if they go.
McDonald's. Shimmy shakes. Drives in behind, puts it across the front of the blue paint. Still there for the Swarm, but they play it into the Thunder bench and we'll get a whistle. 4.5 gone in the third period. So let's talk about what happens tonight if the Thunder get over the line here. So they move on to 27 points, which is equal with the Sky City Stampede. Stampede do have the tiebreaker on the Thunder, so the Thunder will still sit in second place.
What is that tiebreaker, Matt?
So it is...
Because they split both of their weekends, did they not? So the head-to-head would be equal?
It's head-to-head and then goals and games played against each other. So Swarm had Stampede had a big win against the Thunder, winning 9-5, and I believe they have a 3-goal differential in the head-to-head. So that's their tiebreaker, and they will remain in first place. Admirals, though, 4 points back now. 4 points back if the Thunder win tonight, which means that they need more than just one win when they're playing Queenstown.
And that's a big ask.
They need a win and an overtime win. They need 5 points to get over the Thunder, because the Thunder do have the tiebreaker on the Admirals and that head-to-head goals differential. And that is a huge ask, like you say, Michael. That is a really tough ask.
I mean,
to
winning
win.
any game in Queenstown is difficult, let alone winning two.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably go through the history books.
Yeah. And even if they didn't matter for the Stampede just don't like to lose, even in games that aren't going to affect the standings.
That's correct.
For them,
right.
they just don't like to lose, and they rarely do.
Yeah, and the Stampede could lose tomorrow night. In that case, they would still need to beat the Admirals to maintain that first place, because the Admirals can steal it.
And a Devils win tomorrow will eliminate the Swarm from playoff contention. But if Sky City Stampede win that game, the Swarm can get into the playoffs by 2 regulation wins against the Red Devils. And those games are at home for them.
I just love how this season has gone with how many games are important right to the very end.
There's parity.
Save there from Grace Hunt off a shot from Ikai. Haven't seen a lot from Katsu Ikai tonight. But he's a player for the future, Katsu Ikai. I love the way he's played this year. He's played with pep in his step. He's a good hustle. He's growing into the role. He hasn't had a lot of game time tonight, but as he grows and matures, we'll see a lot more of Katsu Ikai, whether it be here in Dunedin or wherever he might end up.
That's the type of player you definitely want to retain.
13 minutes, 39 seconds left, period 3. Thunder, Botany Swarm haven't added to the score here in this third period so far. Face-off is tied up at the feet of both players. Coming away with that lead pass up towards Lapsa, but he just couldn't reach it.
Things are just not bouncing any in the way for the Swarm.
Koptev throws
No
it to
puck
the
luck
middle.
tonight.
Wimmet shot hits the glove of Shook, and he covers that one easy. No rebound. Don't forget, you can head to your Dunedin _Thunder Instagram page. Vote for your Proflow Plumbing and Gas Player of the Day. We've got a few more sponsors to get through here. Esplanade Cafe, the most authentic and delicious pizza you'll find in Dunedin. Beautiful beachside location, open 8 a.m. till 8 every night. Here's a turnover for Luke Teon. Can he win the race? He can't as Lapsa, but he fights hard and he's still with it. Teon gets to the front. Oh, and Will Barry was waiting for it with the stick of Luke Simon just there in time. And his pass up to Dalmatel. Back to Koptev, who takes a shot. Follow-up shot from Koptev. Pucks in behind, and there's a whistle there. I think Shook's got a cover.
Shook's playing very well tonight.
We got up to right here, Michael.
Entire IT, easy to manage IT solutions that you understand, simple, robust systems to make your business perform. Kia Photos, Andrew is here as always, taking wonderful photos. You got a great picture of Coach Guillaume.
Yeah, he does.
Before the game, just does wonderful work.
Shot there from Steen just goes up over the top. Follow-up shot hits the boards on this near side and comes out. Stitley will pick it up. Trying to play it up the boards. Picked up by Ortis. Ortis has got Jack Lewis going towards the net. He throws it towards Hunt. And she plays it behind the net. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Go all the way back down there.
Calder Stewart building more than projects. They're helping build Thunder Hockey. And Thunder Hockey is being built as we watch it. There's such a great hockey community in this town. And the fans are coming out to support it.
You just got to wonder how many of these fans who are new this year, just new to the game of hockey, and they're coming into some of these really exciting weekends we've been having. Everyone has been on the edge of their seats with some of these games as Thunder have been winning big, and
they're calling interference behind the play here against Swarm. Looks like they had a 2-1-0 going to the net, and well, they're opening the Thunder penalty box, so I thought Swarm had possession of that puck when they whistled it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Morgan Blair will head to the box again. That box will have an imprint of butts on it after tonight.
Anytime Fitness have been long-time sponsors for the Thunder, where the grind happens. Stronger every session all year round. And the Thunder team had a really rigorous off-season training regimen and really got their focus and got themselves together as a team. And part of that is getting out and gymming together.
Swarm on the penalty, on the power play, I should say. Nice play. Here comes Katsuikai. He's got one to beat. He's got Sam Loisel with him. Goes across to him. Loisel shoots, and a great save.
Oh, what a save.
Grace Hunt. Hayden Potter takes a spill.
Referee down.
Normally you can put these ones in the bank. Nice pass from Katsuikai. And then might have hit the knob of the stick even.
He has to be more selfish there and put the puck in the net himself.
I know, you're right. Hey, right. You know, Loisel's already scored a few. He's looking for his first of the season.
But you love the unselfishness of the young player. It was a great pass.
Yeah.
But a better save.
Swarm will get to the front. They take a shot. They score.
Steen. Josh Steen is just a true goal scorer. He's really a sniper. That was a really nice goal. Turn to the forehand, bang.
He had a number of Thunder players around him as well, and I think they kind of like all turned away from him there. Yeah, they didn't make good decisions, unfortunately, on that one. Like, he just turned, evaded the player's sticks, and got the shot away. But that's a good play. The pass to the middle, soft plays in front of the net. I'd like to see that more from the Thunder on their players, a little bit more of a... they move it around the top a lot really well, and they score a lot of goals there, but, you know, you've got to sometimes do something a little bit different just to change it up. And get the penalty killers doing something different, and it worked really well for the Swarm right there.
And they have numbers.
Comes quickly.
Walsh gets back and makes up the numbers.
Darling in good position though. Puck comes off his skates. Thunder move it back and open up some space for themselves. Stegman finds Rain Walsh. Walsh with speed, carries it in. Drags and shoots, and a good save from Hunt once again.
And she was drifting back towards the glove side and was able to stick the pad out and get that one.
Rain Walsh has really found his stride here for the Thunder in the last few games. It was a funny bounce. It almost went into the Thunder bench. NZIHL turns up ice. He'll carry this one in. Shooting, rebound. Who was there? Tayon, I think, was there. Couldn't find the puck, and March will send this one in. Interrupted by Thunder defense. Tayon shooting. It's up high and wide. NZIHL has it. Turns away from the defenders. Nice move. Working to the front. It's there for Tayon, but he can't get a stick on it. And Swarm will move it out. Koptiv. Nice little soft pass in front. Shook though with the stick. Plays it in behind. Morgan Blair comes through with the puck. Looks across ice. Finds Rout. Rout plays it to himself. Can't get around the defense. Nice play from the Swarm. Quick breakout. Here comes Quigley. Quigley takes a shot. Ian Ordis deflected it, and it goes into the netting, and we get a whistle. Halfway through period 3, Thunder still up 8-2. 33 shots to 29. Where did we get to? Did we get to Liquorland?
So we're at Liquorland. You can still get there and get your drop for your post-game celebration tonight. I saw some on the Thunder social media that they had a little booth set up by supporting the sponsor. Simply hire, getting the gear where it needs to be, when it needs to be there. Simple as that, so you can get your project completed.
The guy to the point. Wilson throws it across the ice. The guy trying to win the race. Can't get there. Swarm bring it out. Wilson moves it back to Ordis. Ordis finds Stegman. Stegman can't get around Atwell, who plays it in. Stegman fakes out the forechecker, throws it across ice. Great pass to Wilson. Wilson's got a player on the far side. He takes a shot, looking for a deflection. Walsh to the point. Shot from NZIHL is deflected down. NZIHL picks up the loose puck. Still there for Walsh.
Well, NZIHL's been on the ice a lot tonight.
NZIHL shoots through traffic. It's deflected out to the corner. He's not on the point there, and it goes all the way back out.
Mitchell Motor Court, getting our import players everywhere they need to be. If you're looking for a new ride, come down to see the Mitchell Motors team. The imports are getting around really well tonight.
They certainly are. Working like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, those players. They spend a lot of time on the ice, as you just mentioned. NZIHL still out there. Shot on from over the blue line. Shuck plays it to the corner. So we're going to stick on that. There's a follow-up shot. Another save from Shook. It's still loose in the blue paint. Can he locate? And the whistle goes as the puck comes out in front of the goal.
There's been a few of those quick whistles with the...
There has been tonight.
The puck's still loose.
Last but not least, Southern Gynecology supporting community health. Fisher Hewitt plastering, solid, reliable, and built to last. Like a good decor. Speak to Jonathan and the crew team today. Dunedin iBike Hire, cruising the city in style. Perfect way to roll through Thunder Country. And more Drain Lane, specialist drainage company based in Alexandra, covering all aspects of the industry from domestic septic systems to large civil pipeline projects. Thunder would like to thank all those sponsors this year as they really help the Thunder get on the ice, train, and be the team they are.
And that level of support really helps you recruit your import players and keep the hockey community thriving in Dunedin. It's really important.
Yeah, ice time is not cheap. The Thunder do have to pay for their ice time, of course, and, you know, get in on the ice as much as you can. It's a I think they hit the side of the net there. I'm not sure what quite happened as Ollie Rout tried to get it to the middle. The big crowd here tonight really happy with the way the Thunder have played. Probably not as happy with the penalties, but they can't complain about the number of goals they've scored.
What hasn't cost them tonight, but when you get into playoff hockey, giving up 5-on-3s and that many penalties is going to cost you.
Here's a turnover. Luke Simon takes a shot from Eastside. Thunder bench is really happy with that. Seeing that from Ikai, putting the shoulder in on a New Zealand Ice Black, Luke Simon winning the puck.
Simon's a pretty solid unit.
He is.
he may be looking to even that one up later.
Ikai gets a pat on the back from Will Barry, his teammate. Ikai and Will Barry probably hoping that they can get one here with 6.5 to go in the third period. Last regular season game here in Dunedin. Swarm.
Last regular season game for the season for Thunder.
Yes, Thunder. Now they just have to await the results of next week when the pure NZ Admirals go up to Queenstown.
So beneficial to be able to host in front of your home crowd when you're in playoff hockey. And the way they do it, there's a break.
Marcus McDonald fighting hard, gets a shot away,
He got it
scores!
Hold the presses.
Marcus McDonald has been lights out this weekend. And look at the tenacity here. Fighting off the stick check from the defender. And he gets...
Slides it under.
Toby just went to...
He lifted the pads and under went the puck.
Yeah. Couldn't keep the knee down, Toby Shook. Gives up the third goal of the night for the
To
Thunder.
Swarm's credit, they have not given up. They're still playing hard. And they've really reduced that shot deficit.
Yeah, the way they're going, they could certainly outshoot the Thunder again for the second night in a row, which is a rare event this season. Thunder need to lock this one down. They don't want to give up any easy goals towards the end of this game. They want to carry the momentum and keep this crowd on their toes. Keep the vibes good. Here's a shot from Stegman. It's hard, but it's wide. Fires that one. Simple wrist shot. So much power behind it. It's just a Rout shoots. It's right into the chest of Grace Hunt. She makes the save.
And no rebound. I'd like to point out Josh Dickinson got called up because of some on-ice official sickness, and he stepped up to line this game, and he's done a really nice job this weekend. He's an up-and-coming, promising official for New Zealand ice hockey, and hopefully he sticks with the stripes, and I think he can become a real quality official for this league. It's good to have some local homegrown officials. Not saying that you get home cooking, but some places you might.
Boniface going after this puck in the corner. Played around the boards by the Swarm. Ian Ordis gets there, tries to jam it down low, but played out by Wimmer. Lloyd's out, wins the puck. Moves it across to Darling. Darling finds Lloyd's out, up the middle. Knocked off his stick though by Lapsa.
Jack Lewis was behind everybody there, but Loiselle couldn't come up with the puck.
Eden dispossesses the Swarm and moves the puck back to Tristan Darling. Been playing defence tonight, Tristan Darling. Dangerous little play, but he made the pass to Eden, who gets taken down.
That's going to get
Arm
called.
goes up. There's a delayed penalty. Toby Shook will head to the bench.
Thunder's happy to just kill some time here.
They've got that extra attacker on. Jack Lewis at the back. Trying to get something set up. Moves it across to Darling. Darling to Blair. Blair trying to dangle through, but he can't get past Dalmatel. Touches the puck and then draw the whistle. So next weekend we've got some games, but tomorrow night the Stampede at Christchurch against the Canterbury Red Devils play again. That game at 5:10. Next weekend the regular season comes to a conclusion with the Pure New Zealand Admirals down in Queenstown against the Stampede. Those games are Friday at 7 and Saturday at 7 p.m. Red Devils are up in Auckland at the Hive against the Botany Swarm. That could still very much be a playoff clinching series between those two. Saturday at 4:45 and Sunday at 4:45. Thunder here on the power play with 3.5 to go in this period, and the final regular season game for the Thunder at home here in Dunedin. Trying to get the crowd something to cheer about. Stigman, hard shot, loose in front, follow-up shot from Waters, just goes wide. Bigstead has the puck to Loisel. Sets up, finds Stigman. Loisel doesn't fire it. Across to Bigstead on that far side. Walsh. Loisel. Stigman.
This puck possession is just a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Stigman shoots. Rebound. Back out of front. Stigman. Across to Bigstead. Looking to the middle for Walsh. Knocked to the corner by Loisel. Gives slightly a huge shove.
He's going to get called for that. He's going to get called for boarding,
yeah,
I do believe.
That was could have been extremely dangerous there with the shove that close to the boards.
Oh, they're calling swarm.
No, I think it may have been.
They're calling swarm for holding.
May have been a mistake there on the goal. I'm not sure. The delay.
I don't think so.
There.
They're calling swarm.
Are they? What is the call? Let's take a look at Kyle Matthews.
Calling someone for holding. So it wasn't the play in the corner. It was a play somewhere else on the ice.
Yeah. Loisel got away with one, hey, because it Stiley did well to stay on his feet, but if he had been,
he's getting a little bit from the bench here. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Thunder.
Officials doing all they can to keep the Thunder away from the Swarm bench as they copied it from the Swarm bench.
They haven't put anybody in the box yet, have they?
No, I thought they've still got 4 on. No, the Swarm got 3 on. They've got someone in the...
They have 1 in the box from the existing penalty.
But they don't have a second one in there,
no.
So I'm not sure what's going on. Referees are still conferring.
He's calling for the captains. I think they're going to try and settle this down.
Well, we talked about it at the end of the second period, how it could end up being quite...
it could get silly.
It could get silly. It could get really...
This is the point where it really can. I don't think Loisel meant that to be a dangerous play.
Say again?
I don't think Loisel meant that to be a dangerous play. He didn't go in with his shoulder. He just gave him a shove, but it was just kind of along the boards.
It was close to the boards.
It was more of a shove than a hit.
Adam may have been in a position that wasn't considered to be head first into the boards, and it wasn't a shoulder. It was a push. It wasn't a lot of speed involved.
That's not the penalty. Huffnagel's in the box for 2 minutes, I think, for holding.
It could have been called. It certainly could have been called. You know, I wouldn't have argued if Loisel had got given a penalty there.
But the Storm bench was really yapping at him, and I don't think there was that much in it to take exception with it.
5-on-3. A nice tie. Oh, Loisel rubs it in with a blast. And he's pointing towards the bench, and he might get in trouble for that. The officials are quick to point them in the direction of their own bench.
Yeah, I don't think you really need that at this point, because you certainly don't want him to be... Any suspension or anything that comes out of nastiness in this game will be served in the playoffs.
Yeah, good hard.
He doesn't want anyone going after him.
Well set up there on the power play. They'll continue on the power play as well for a minute 48.
Nearly the remainder of the game.
So an opportunity here to reach double figures for the Thunder. Yeah, you're right about the carrying on of any suspensions or game misconducts. They really don't want to give the referees any excuses here. Bigstead on the far side. Plays it to the point for Lloydsdale. To Bigstead. Walks in, fans on the shot. Rain Walsh trying to win the puck back.
Swarm will be short Thuler most likely.
Could be
for two very important home games against Red Devils next weekend. So Thunder certainly don't want to be in the same situation.
Thunder make a couple changes on the power play. Stigman trying to go through the legs. Cleared out by the Swarm. Was Al still out there? Lewis. Darling. Joe War. Stigman. Power play players currently at the moment. Turnover. Joe War has it. Turns back and looks to set the power play up. Leaves it for Darling. No one in front currently. Joe goes to the front. There's a shot from a long range and a great glove save from Grace Hunt.
Grace Hunt has played really well here.
Difficult assignment to come in the middle of a game and with your team down by a lot to try and steady the ship. 51 seconds left in this game. Power play for the Thunder expiring in 24 minutes.
24 seconons. I know we've had a lot of penalty. We've had a lot of penalty minutes tonight, but that one was only 2. That came offsides.
It's offside. Well, this is quite an extraordinary turn of events for the player of the day. The ProFlow player of the day has been awarded to Morgan Blair once again, 2 days in a row. Unheard of.
Is he stuffing the ballot box?
He must be. I know he's got some very excitable fans, energetic fans. So yeah, they must be texting in every 30 seconds.
You have to have some question about election integrity here.
Have we got another penalty here? They got a penalty on someone.
We're trying to set the record here.
It must be. It was a split between Ian, Regan, Morgan, Sam, and Toby. So a 5-way tussle for player of the day. It's a penalty against the Thunder, so we're going to end this game pretty much how we've been. This is how we've been since the end of the first period.
Swarm will have about a 20-second power play.
Penalty after penalty. Regan in his 200th game celebration came in second. Shot from long range, hits Toby in the chest, pops out for Morgan Blair to pick up. 20 seconds to go in the final home game, regular season for the Thunder. Morgan Blair trying to dangle through a couple of players. Opportunity here
trying to validate that player of the game award.
Jack Lewis skates out behind his own net, carries it into neutral zone. He's got 5 seconds. Can he get out of line? He's going to shoot it. He shoots and he put it wide. Crowd was oohing and ahhing about that one. Oh, he might have had another opportunity. But time expires. And for the first time in 2026, the Thunder have closed out a series and they've done it at home. 2 wins to put themselves in a really strong position to get a home semi-final.
And that's a dominant performance. That's the kind of performance you want to carry into the playoffs. Get a week off, rest up, see who they're going to play, and whether they're going to do it at home. It would be really nice to do it at home in front of, what's the fire code here? Somewhere around 1,000, and the number of people here were probably 1 below the fire code allowable number. Get that number here for a playoff match will be very exciting.
Yeah. It's been a super exciting weekend. Yesterday's game was a barn burner. It was close. It could have gone either way. Thunder came away top 7-5, and tonight they dominate the score sheet. 8 goals in the first 2 periods to really put the game out of the reach of the Botany Swarm. Handshakes here on the ice as teams have seen each other for potentially the last time this season. Stranger things have happened. We may see them again. But for everyone here at the Dunedin Ice Stadium, if we don't see you again, folks, it's been wonderful to bring you all the action here from the NZIHL 2026. All the volunteers who make these games happen, who run smoothly, very big thank you to everyone. Our broadcast crew, Connor Dobson, making me unwind all the blue cables, which are extremely long. Give us a wave, Connor. No, give us a wave, Connor, come on. Thanks to him. Thanks to Lydia for being on the camera, probably more often than anyone else this season, so big thanks. But to all those who volunteered to do the camera this year, wonderful. We love you. Thank you very much. Michael, it's been great having you up here.
Thank you, Matt. It's been a few years, but I've really enjoyed this viewpoint. Perhaps we get to do it again this season.
Fingers crossed that we do come back here for a home semi-final. It would be the first home semi-final in a long time, or home playoff game for a long time here in Dunedin. The crowd are hungry for it. They appreciate this team and all they've done this year. We love them, and we hope to see them back here in a couple of weeks. I think the playoffs begin in 2 weeks after the last round, so next weekend is the last round, and then a fortnight from there will be the semi-finals. The finals will be held on the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of August. All those games to be determined. We don't know when or where they're going to be. Still so much to play for in this league. Make sure you go and watch those games live on YouTube, or get to the games. They're selling out so fast, you've got to get in to win.
And for the Swarm fans, get out there and support your team next week. You're still alive, and if the Stampede win this game tomorrow, you can still get a crack at the playoffs. Anything can happen in this league. Anybody can beat anybody on any night.
All right, folks, we're going to call it there. Thank you so much for being a part of the NZIHL 2026. It's still got it going, so make sure you go and watch everything. All right, see you later, guys. Have a good one.